1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood, West Virginia is closing its doors forever. I'm Lori, and my father started this jewelry store 48 years ago. It's bittersweet for us to retire and go out of business, but we are so grateful to you.
I'm Dave. Stop by now and receive up to 70% off our entire inventory. It's our way of saying thank you to our cherished clients who have treated us like family for so many years.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School volleyball, featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Welcome to Klein Court here at Musselman High School in Inwood, West Virginia. We're getting you set for EPAC volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Tonight, it's the heavyweight match once more. It's Musselman and Hedgesville. The last time these two teams faced off in Varsity, it was a sweep for the Hedgesville Eagles, who were shorthanded at the time, and they'll be shorthanded again tonight, maybe even more so than they were the first time around. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Colin McLaughlin's our cameraman this evening, and back in the studio is Nick Verzolini. And Jim, like I said, it was a very surprising outcome last time. Not necessarily the fact that Hedgesville got the victory over Musselman in the varsity match, because they had won the last time that they faced off before that in the regional championship match last season. But it was the fact that the Eagles were able to sweep the Applemen in straight sets over at Hedgesville High School that left us surprised, and to see if they can build that momentum again as they face off again tonight.
Yeah, I think it was a big surprise for me, and I'm sure that some people at home think it was a big surprise, because Musselman being the three-peat state champion back to back, currently ranked number 2 in the AAA standings. Hedgesville right behind them at number 3, both trailing Morgantown. And then when you look at the entire state of West Virginia, you've got Hedgesville ranked number 4, Musselman number 2. And I don't know of any team in my entire coaching career. We won 3 state championships in the state of Maryland. I don't recall ever seeing a team with as much adversity as Hedgesville has faced this season. Their strong young player Elena Harper has been out the entire season. They've battled different injuries throughout the season. And then to come out and sweep the 3-time reigning state champion, even though it was on their court, it was still quite an impressive win. Now, Musselman here is playing on their home court tonight, and it should be an interesting outcome, I think.
It will be interesting, because not only was Hedgesville shorthanded the last time around, tonight in the varsity match they will be also shorthanded, because if you're watching on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube, you can kind of see press row down here, the scorers table, and if you look at the bottom left corner in that gray shirt down by the end of the scorers table, sitting down next to the standing Emmy Bishop, that's Gracie Brown in street clothes at the officials' scorers table. She will not be playing tonight. The star player for the Hedgesville Eagles, the outside hitter, the superstar sophomore for the Eagles, will be out tonight. So we'll see how that affects Hedgesville's game plan. They already lost Elena Harper, their outside hitter, at the beginning of the season. Kylie Ann East and Lexi Winston missing time in the middle of the year. Coach Whitford said that they had one day that they were all back together, healthy, down at Saturday in their tournament they played in. The very last match was a sprained ankle for Gracie Brown. That'll leave her out for at least tonight to see how it is going forward. But that's a big loss for the Eagles tonight, Jim.
Yeah, it's a giant loss because Gracie Brown statistically touches the ball more than a third of the time. I mean, she is in just about every category in terms of leading. When you look at her serve, receive, ball handling, digging. She's even has stats for blocking, which is somewhat unusual for an on-hand or left side attacker. It just means that she is all over the place. She flies to the ball. I remember watching her play 2 weeks ago, just the swagger that she has in the court. She's got a big wad of gum in. She's hustling 100% of the time, and she's just fun to watch. And it's disappointing for Hedgesville, but you know what? As a volleyball fan, it's disappointing for me because I'd like to see both these teams come out and play their absolute best match and see, who's the better team tonight. Keep in mind, these teams, Musselman and Hedgesville, could play each other again in sectionals, a sectional championship. They could play each other again in a regional championship. And then what happens if they face each other in a state tournament? I mean, this is just episode 2 of what could be the 5-part mini-series leading to a 4-state championship here in Berkeley County.
And we'll get into it tonight. Tonight's match does have seeding implications for sectionals that we'll get into later on. But first, let's take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll be close to the beginning of JV action between the Musselman Applemen and the Hedgesville Eagles. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is Eric at Hancock Chevrolet. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hancock Chevrolet, it is that easy. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hancock Chevrolet will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time in a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Cumberland to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hancock Chevrolet absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HancockChevy.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want, and your new ride will be delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
Welcome back to Klein Court here. We're just 2.5 minutes away from the JV match here between Musselman and Hedgesville. We'll get you the rosters for both JV squads before things get underway here. Starting with the visiting Hedgesville Eagles, they have number 1, Addison Groves, number 2, Brianna Ryder, number 3, Riley Lamb, number 4, Alexis Brander, number 5, Ella Cogswell, number 6, Zoe Alwyn, number 8, Ashlyn Canby, number 9, Grace Lathwell, number 10, Bailey Marshall, number 11, Ariana Walters, number 12, Chloe Hudson, number 13, Jillian Sykes, number 14, Madison Elliott. On the Musselman side, the JV squad goes number 2, Raylan Kisner, number 3, Olivia Orleana, number 4, Reese Troxler, number 5, Amaya King, number 6, Gracie Gantz, number 7, Claire Cameron, number 8, Amelia Howard, Number 10, Ashlyn Weatherholt. Number 14, Addison Skidmore. Number 16, Avery Jackson. Number 17, Maddie Shelton. Number 19, Bree Shirk. Number 21, McKinley Ross. Number 25, Elena Cameron. With that, we're just 90 seconds away from the start of JV action here. Let's take one more 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get the junior varsity match underway. It's EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
WVU Medicine is proud once again to present the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K on Saturday, October 21st in conjunction with the 44th Mountain State Apple Harvest Festival. This is a great event for runners, walkers, and families to enjoy. Register by October 1st for the early bird rate. To register for the Apple Trample 5K, go online to the festival website at msahf.com. Be a part of this community tradition. Run or walk the Bob Bariner Apple Trample 5K.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Back here at Klein Court, Musselman High School. The JV sides have broken their huddles at the benches. We'll get our handshake line at the net. We'll get ourselves underway.
Last time these two teams faced, September 26th, the JV squad, Musselman won the first set 25-21 at 11-7. Musselman went on an 8-0 run to pull out the second set, 25-19, to win in straight sets, 2-0. Musselman hoping to repeat that without their star sophomore, Ashlyn Weatherholt. Going to be a tough task for Musselman to repeat a 2-set sweep without Weatherholt on the floor.
Right, big-time contributor to the JV squad all season long. Last season as well.
Yeah, left-hander, dominant serve. She has the ability to go on runs at the end line, which will be, something that they're going to miss. Bree Shirk stepped in. Going to see how she's going to play with Weatherholt sitting on the bench.
Musselman will start off with Kisner, King, and Shelton up in the front. Troxler and Orlana in the back. And Gantz, who looks like will substitute Bree Shirk. On the Hedgesville side, the first serve of the match is going to go to Jillian Sykes. Also see Canby, Walters, and Lathwell, as well as Madison Elliott up in the front, and the libero, Brianna Ryder.
Yeah, good crowd to start this match, too. There's more people here for this JV match than some matches we've seen for varsity. Not this particular matchup, but good crowd. And Hedgesville starts the match with an ace.
That's Jillian Sykes there, called up part of the season to varsity to deal with the injuries that they had at the setter position. Kylie Ann East and her concussion that put her out for part of the season. Shelton for King. Across, there's the down ball hit from Elliott. They hit across. Sykes pops that one up for Canby, and off contact, off touch. Point's going to go to Hedgesville.
Yeah, it's good reach, good swing by Canby.
So 2-0 start for Hedgesville. Another serve. This one goes at Troxler. King comes up towards the 10 line for it.
Yeah, Hedgesville dropped right away. Recognized they played that as a free ball.
Canby hit that one over. Tough dig for King. Ryder's going to hit the free ball over.
Yeah, good deep free ball to the one base. Kisner just missed on the. We used to call that a power dink.
So good start for Hedgesville, 3-0.
Got to keep that ball out in front of your eyes. As soon as the ball slides into the plane of your body, it's much harder to direct it.
That ball goes way up in the air on the serve receive from Troxler. Sykes sets up Walters in the middle, but she can't make the play.
Yeah, don't think it went.
So the first serve of the match for Musselman will come from Maddie Shelton. Lines that one to Ryder.
Yeah, great serve, very aggressive.
Set over on the right side for Shirk. I'll go back to Canby. Pushed back over by Shirk. Back set for Elliott. Been doing so far. Volleys back and forth. Go to Canby again.
This is good rally right here. Both teams playing real good defense.
Diving on the floor for that one was Lathwell. I'll go back to Shirk.
Oh, another good swing.
No one can get this one to fall to the floor. This one just might go. King.
Oh, and hits the upright.
Into
the divider.
Into the rafters. Good hustle by Musselman.
Yeah, outstanding
but they couldn't
effort.
Quite get there. Not to the point where they could keep it in play at the very least. So it's 4-1 Eagles now. Addison Groves serves for Hedgesville.
Both teams serving very aggressive right at the one base where the setter's set up. Really like that spot.
Go. Big swing by Walters. Overpass. Lathwell gets the kill.
Yeah, outstanding play so far by Hedgesville. And in the follow-up, the overpass off the dig. Shelton's just got to play defense before offense. Can't leave the setter's base.
Rose with another. Shelton looks to set. It's a free ball.
Yeah, I'd like to see that as a down ball.
And that one never goes across. Hit into the net by Elliott, makes it 5-2, Hedgesville. Elliott has to go tight towards the antenna for that one. Troxler up by the net, off block. Go to Lathwell, left side. And it's in, the kill for Grace Lathwell. Strong start for Hedgesville.
Good call by Hutzler on the line. Like seeing the players work the line.
We got Elakalis on the other side. And this serve from Hedgesville goes out. So we'll flip back around. Raylan Kisner will be the next one to serve. At 6-3. And she gives a service error right back.
Yeah, that hurts at 3-6.
Back up to a 4-point lead for Hedgesville.
Don't want to trade air for air when you're down. Every one of those opportunities is a chance to cut into a lead. Bailey Marshall back to serve. Man, Hedgesville is just serving very, very well.
Troxler pushes that one, clips the net.
I think that's in. I think that's a good call by the officials.
I think so.
Play the overpass.
And Troxler. Ball was a magnet to her there for a minute. Finally gets the overpass and sends it to the floor for the kill, 7-4. Now it'll be Shirk. And
that's back-to-back service errors for Musselman. Just it's very difficult to dig out of a hole. Unforced errors at the end line.
So Lathwell will be next in the service rotation for Hedgesville. Lines that one just barely over the net. Troxler has to hit a free ball. Marshall sets up, and the hit from Riley Lamb never quite gets it over.
This is an interesting look for Hedgesville when you think about it. Grace Lathwell has played some varsity matches. You mentioned earlier Jillian Sykes, the sophomore. So this is a new look, so to speak, junior varsity team for Hedgesville with kids who've gotten extensive varsity time.
And Troxler gets an overpass out of her serve, but then Musselman can't put a good contact on it as it comes back across. So point goes to Hedgesville.
The free ball, the overpass, it's pass first. It's you want to move into your transition for offense, but you can't leave your defensive base until you've secured the ball. And the back row moving forward should be the one who's taking that away from the front row.
Maya King, the two-handed
tight,
jumper.
real tight. She's under. Very good call by R2. Very, very good call protecting the players.
Point goes to Musselman. It's 9-6. Gracie Gantz, the Musselman libero.
Oh my, I think that was, yeah.
Yep. Good call by Lathwell to let that one go. It's another service error.
Yeah, it's 3 out of 4 missed serves, and then on the one that was served in, it resulted in an overpass free ball mistake. So it's basically 4 errors in a row with the serve for Musselman.
Shelton will set for King. Sykes handles it, but it turns into a free ball.
Low.
They'll go middle for Kisner. Couldn't quite get there. It's a dump back over by Hedgesville.
Reach. She wants to set a little bit higher.
Elliott took that one. Tough play for King. Handled again by Sykes.
Perfect pass. Oh, the center dump.
Shelton for Kisner. Clips the net, and it falls. Musselman gets the point after the long rally back and forth.
And we're 6 rotations before Shelton now gets her second service opportunity. She served very aggressive last time. She does again. This is an overpass.
And
great play by Kisner.
Makes it 10-8. Musselman cutting into the lead.
We used to call it a real point when you actually scored with the serve versus scoring on the side out. So counting up the real points, something that's important. It started with that great serve. Another overpass.
King pushes that one. Good job by Ryder to keep it up in the air.
Oh,
Elliott finds the angle. No one home on the right side, 4-4. Cut play from Madison Elliott.
Yeah, King's got to get down to more of a defensive posture and be ready to react. I mean, it was a great spot. Absolutely a great spot. Elliott did exactly what she needed to do.
11-8 goes back to Groves to serve. Sykes sets for Lathwell. Left hand puts it over. And point goes to Hedgesville. 12-8. There's first timeout from Musselman. We'll take the timeout with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Back here, Musselman High School. Out of the timeout, it's 12-8. Hedgesville's JV leads Musselman.
I think it was a good call by Coach Gray. The timeout was a good call. Needs something to disrupt. Got to cut into the lead. Needs some real points. Starts with a side out.
Groves sends that one at Troxler.
Oh, that's a good set by Shelton. Very high pass. Oh, Shirk didn't get back in transition. Got a sprint from the net. Got a drop step.
Lathwell lines, and it's a kill.
You just can't give good teams free balls. Shirk's got to throw that elbow, drop step, turn and sprint from the net, be ready to move forward. And she was late in transition.
5-point lead. Timeout doesn't end up working out. And a miss hit by King. It makes it an ace for Addison Groves. Sophomore makes it a 6-point lead. Line drive by Groves. Kisner has to reach up for it and puts too much on it as a result.
Yeah, it was a good adjustment, though, by Kisner. If she just goes to one side or the other, instead of hitting straight, if she works either an angle or cut, that ball catches an end line.
15-8, we get a service error.
Yeah, so this is where, this is your witching hour in the set. When you're in this middle of the set action, 9-15, 7-13, 10-17, these are where points really matter. And there's an ace to start.
And a missed touch by Hedgesville. Puts the Applemen up to double digits.
Oof, deep serve. Ryder backs up. Ryder kind of did a little shuffle step back instead of opening up. She might have discovered that was out. It's low, real low. Good adjustment.
Troxler.
Yeah, great job by Troxler. Just not a whole lot Elliott could do with that. She dropped that right over the block.
Makes it 15-11 now.
Yeah, King was a little bit deep on that last serve. Oh, she takes something off. Finds a great serve up to 5.
Back to Lathwell. And too far outside. Doesn't get it in the line.
And again, Lathwell she got some playing time at the varsity level. That was a great swing. She just cut it too much up the line.
So there you go, Jim. It was 15-9. Now it's 15-12.
Yeah, you keep it going if you're Musselman. If you're Hedgesville, well, I'm going to say if you're Hedgesville, now's your time for timeout, I think. I would not want Musselman to get this close. You could feel the momentum change.
It's 4 in a row for the Applemen.
Yeah, it was at 15-8.
Pop that one up.
Free ball. Got to use the free ball.
Shelton, Kisner, and it falls.
There's your timeout for Hedgesville.
Big time run by the Applemen. It's only a 1-point deficit now. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So Phil McCoy pays a visit to the announcer's table over here. We are coming out of the timeout, 15-14. Musselman now only down by a single point. Their 6-point run.
I like, in all fairness, I like to support the female athletics. Hedgesville ran a fundraiser at the beginning of the season. I attended at the Moose Lodge. Musselman's running a fundraiser, volleyball fundraiser. I paid the exact same amount to Musselman as I did to Hedgesville.
There you go. Equal time for both sides. Free ball across by Hedgesville.
Ooh, the back set was a little bit of a surprise, and that is dropped in the corner.
Wow.
Shirk is
in the bucket.
Shirk is just like surprised. And she dropped it right, a dime right in that deep one base.
So we're tied, 15 apiece.
But it started with the serves, and again, another potential out ball. Ryder almost took a step back and then sort of jumped a little bit to make contact.
Yeah, Hedgesville, night and day compared to the start of the set. And Musselman's taken the 16-15 lead. King sends that one deep to Groves. Going to go to Elliott. It's a free ball. Troxler, first contact on it. She'll send it across as well.
Oh, great dig by Ryder. Good swing.
And a whistle. I'm going to say double contact on Hedgesville?
Yeah, a hands call.
That makes it 17-15 Musselman. As Elliott really had to, or Sykes really had to run for that one. That was a tough play from Musselman on the other side as well. And Ryder trying to back up as she hits off the top of her fingertips, goes back towards the back of the gym and falls for a point.
Yeah, Musselman's peppering the end line. I thought that roll was going to land in, and Ryder was just in an awkward position. Still made great effort.
18-15.
Plenty of room, no need to panic.
There's Troxler,
and
takes something off of it. Perfect.
Brilliant play, too.
Hit them where they ain't.
And Sykes was at her defensive base. She just didn't get there. And it was a great play by Musselman, take nothing away from the Hedgesville defense. Just a perfect spot. And King is just on fire. Don't get near her. You'll get burned.
That hit from
Hedgesville,
clips the tape. Musselman gets the free ball over.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
And eventually it falls inside the line. The Eagles finally end the run, 19-16.
In a short set, very difficult to defend. There were no blockers. We used to call that, a shoot.
Troxler receives that serve.
Oh, it's
They'll
real
send it
trouble.
Back to her. A tough play under the net, I think, was Troxler. And that is the call. So 2 straight points for the Eagles makes it 19-17 now.
Yes, that was real tight. Real tight. She made it. Troxler did the best she absolutely could with that. Well, there's a good one.
They go back to Troxler. Good dig by Ryder. Ends up a free ball, though.
Yeah, Sykes is really hustling.
Middle. Kisner gets some air on that jump up for it.
Yeah,
spikes it down.
Yeah, and on the quick, it almost looked like, I don't know if she was a little bit earlier. Their set was just a tiny bit high for the timing. But Kisner gets just enough of it actually in the miss hit that it drops into that soft underbelly right over the defensive block. And then service mistake. So now Hedgesville is in that situation where they can't trade points, even though the lead's only 2.
There's only 5 points to go.
Yeah, if
2018.
If Hedgesville could get just 2 real points from the service line here, Marshall serving. If Marshall could score 2, wide open game to the end. There's the overpass. Got to use the free ball, and it's a miss hit. Branner's got to think first. Maybe pass first. She's kind of off balance, backing up, but it was a good aggressive mistake. The problem now is it's a 3-point lead with 4 to go.
And this would be the point that could swing the probability big time in your favor for Musselman.
Blackwell with a kill. Shirk did her job with the service, but perfect pass, perfect set, perfect swing.
21-19. Hedgesville avoids that dreaded deficit, they would have only had 3 points until they lost the set and would have been down by 4, but they swing it around, but they follow it up with a service error.
Yeah, 3-point lead with 3 to go. Now you're right on the verge of no man's land because you can't trade. You almost have to score 4 in a row if you're Hedgesville, otherwise you give a set point.
Reese Troxler back to serve. Sends it a rider, overpass, and King mistimes it and sends the ball into her own side of the net.
Yeah, she was right there looking at it the whole way. And it's so tough. We call that ecstatic approach. It's so tough standing flat-footed and then managing the timing of jumping straight up to propel the ball down. No approach. Oh, off net. Good play by Gans. King with the soft roll, gets the kill, finds the soft spot. 3-point lead, 2 to go.
Yep, finally gotten on that side of the advantage.
Yeah, and this is where I was talking about. You've got Hedgesville has to side out and score 3 in a row, 4 total. Otherwise, it's a set point. Anything less than 4 in a row, set point. There's the overpass.
And this time it's Kisner. She takes advantage.
Hedgesville calls its last timeout.
And that's at set point. 24-20. We'll take a 30-second break with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
It's set point here in set 1 for the JV Applemen coming out of the timeout. Hedgesville breaks on their side. Musselman's ready to go. Be Gracie Gantz serving on the first set point for the Applemen. Sends that one at Canby. Marshall will go back to Canby. It's a block.
Good swing, though, by Canby. I'm telling you, both teams really just played very, very well. The setter dump at set point. I just don't like it.
King pushes that one. Miss.
And there's your set.
Marshall tried to get a hit on it as Ryder was going for it as well. And it doesn't work out in Hedgesville's favor. 25-21 goes set number 1 to the Applemen. Let's take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll get shoot ready for set 2 as the JV Applemen will try to sweep Hedgesville. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Set number 1 is all said and done with. Went 25-20 in favor of the Applemen. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you. TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Here with currently JV volleyball between Musselman and Hedgesville. Varsity will get underway roughly 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. But Jim, first set in JV started strong, did Hedgesville, but Musselman got themselves back into it and finished strong to win the set pretty convincingly in the end.
Yeah, I had King at 7 points in a row. I think she served 8 in a row before the side out. Hedgesville called timeout. Actually, I had the score at 8:15. She served 8 in a row, scored 7. Hedgesville called timeout at 15-14. There was one additional serve before the side out. So, you know, jokingly during the time between sets, I said, Coach Gray, King bailed you out. I really felt like momentum was firmly in Hedgesville's hands, and King just went back to the end line and very dominantly served 8 in a row, scoring 7 consecutive points. And I think that's the key. Both teams really served very well after you got through those 4 rotations where Musselman missed 3 and then had the one good serve with an overpass free ball error. That was almost like just this anomaly, because the rest of the set was played very well on both sides of the net. Both teams could have won that. It's just the superior serving by King through that one rotation across the back row is what really made the difference, I think, in that set.
Hedgesville's out of their huddles, getting ready for set 2. A little bit of extra time being spent by Coach Gray, drawing some stuff up. On the Musselman side, don't forget that in between JV and Varsity, we'll have pregame for you. We'll have a 5-minute break. After JV, give you about 15 minutes of pregame. You'll hear our interviews that we had before the match with both head coaches for the varsity teams, Allison Whitford of the Hedgesville Eagles and Sean Martz of the Musselman Applemen. Now the JV Musselman Applemen looking to close this one out in straight sets if they can get it done. Get the 25 first one more time.
And Musselman has changed its lineup a little bit. Amelia Howard has stepped into the back row. Believe that she will sub out for the libero, Gracie Gans.
We've had our line substitution of our down judges as well. So now it's Allie Miller and
Allie Miller, the birthday
Olivia.
girl, Sweet 16. Did you see that on the Musselman Facebook page today?
I did not. Happy birthday, Allie Miller.
Yeah.
Olivia Alice on the other side. So the freshmen and sophomores taking the flag duties so far. Now the ball is thrown over to the Musselman side. They'll get ready to go. The same lineup to start out for Hedgesville. Sykes, Canby, Ryder.
Shelton back to serve. This couldn't come at a better time for Musselman. Hedgesville had to serve first in the first set, second set, and Shelton has proven to be very effective at the end line. And that's a great serve, no less, here to start set 2. Gets a free ball. And a perfect pass by Troxler.
Kisner blocked by Walters.
But great dig by Gans.
And Bree Shirk can't get that one to go over the net.
Yeah, Shirk needs to work on her footwork in transition. She's just not getting back off the net quickly enough so that she can come forward. She'll figure that out. Most importantly, it was a great swing, like a good aggressive mistake.
So like last set, Hedgesville starts out with the lead. Addison Groves first to serve, and off contact touch at the net. That point's going to go to Musselman and tie it up at 1.
Yeah, but you see there when Shirk took the big approach, was moving forward to make the attack from the on-hand side. I mean, it resulted in a kill. So it tells me that she's just got a little bit of mechanics to work on when she's on that right side. And perfect pass by Ryder. Elliott sends it over. Here we go. Gans to Shirk.
Off the block that time. Somehow Hedgesville gets that one back over. Troxler finds it. Way up in the air it goes.
Yeah, Ryder's a dig machine.
Lathwell with the down ball.
Low. Kisner comes off. That's a great swing.
Off the block of Walters. It falls in the middle of everyone on Hedgesville's side. 2-1, the Applemen take the lead.
Yeah, Kisner came super fast in the middle, calling the go. Quick route.
King at Lathwell with that one. Sykes really has to run for it.
Another perfect pass by Gans. Shelton's got to get there.
And Kisner, wow. Good play by Walters, but they'll call for the hands on the play.
Yeah, she used her fist. I don't necessarily. dig that call, but it is what it is. Use your fist. Oh, my goodness.
It was 3-1, but King makes it 4-1 with the ace.
Yes. You couldn't slide a piece of paper between that ball and the net. I mean, that was a rocket. Super flat. Tons of movement.
King will go again. Puts a little more on that one. Ryder back there.
A little deep, too. Ryder made a good pass,
Black
though.
ball
Oh, and a block out.
Kisner, a little upset with herself that she didn't get the angle on her arms.
Yeah, because she got all of it. She's either a little bit late or she just needs to angle those shoulders. You teach her your blockers is to press with the outside in. So in that case,
she was pretty much making the same motion with her hands as you were just making.
There you go.
Jim.
Yep.
Free ball over by Musselman.
Good pass by Ryder. I just like the way Ryder plays. That's a touch. It's a touch. Great call by Alice. Definitely a touch. It was in and it was a touch. Yep.
That makes it 4-3.
Good call by the freshman linesperson.
I'll roll the ball back over to Brianna Ryder. Ryder puts some on that one.
Yeah, that's trouble.
Yeah. Troxler ran up for it, couldn't get there. 3 in a row for the Eagles makes it 4-4. Another one lined at Gantz.
Oh, my.
And tough second play.
Yeah,
and
she's
under
under.
the net. They get it over, but Kisner was
Kisner was
way
under. Yeah, way under. Just such great effort.
So Hedgesville goes back on top after getting down 4-1. They answer with 4 of their own.
You think the JV kids don't want to win? I mean, this is just so fun to watch.
And Ryder's streak will end there. Service error ties us back up. So Kisner will come back from up towards the net to the end line.
My goodness, it hit it.
Oh, the overpass.
Got one. Oh, my goodness, you had one to give. Yikes. Got to reach way up and get that shirt. Got to get that early.
Musselman got the overpass, couldn't quite do anything with it. Good serve by Kisner. All for naught, makes it 6-5 Hedgesville. Bailey Marshall. And a miscommunication by Musselman turns into an ace. No one went after it.
Yeah, so now from 5-4 down 5-7, had the lead. Now 3 quick points Hedgesville way.
Here's another one from Marshall. This time King goes and gets it.
Yeah, perfect pass by King.
Troxler. It's a free ball. Gantz. Shelton. Back set for Shirk. Dumps it with 2 hands. Gets it over. Ryder can't come in and take the diving
and look
stop.
where Ryder's making that play. She's coming from middle back all the way into the M. She's inside the circle, the jump ball circle on the basketball court to make an attempt to dig that. Just an outstanding effort. A good spot by Shirk.
So Musselman's cut the lead down to just 1.
And see, that's why I like blocking on those free balls. Shirk just kind of dumped that ball right across the defender in transition, and next to impossible for Ryder to get there. Great serve at the 1.
Ryder from the 10 line.
Gans with a good pass. And that's up-tempo. Up-tempo, but you can see that the set is lower. Troxler was ready for it. She made a great adjustment. She got there. That's what I'm saying, that if the whistle doesn't blow, we used to tell our attackers, it's your job to get there. You got to accelerate. You got to be ready, move quickly to the ball, and that forward momentum adds velocity.
So at 7-7, we get a service error, just barely, as Ryder watches it go on that side. So it's 8-7 Hedgesville.
Lathwell back to serve for Hedgesville.
There's our whistle. Ready for play to go again.
It's a good serve.
Drive. King will make the play on it.
Yeah, and that's a good swing. Good, everything good from that. Great serve. Well, I'm not sure that went. It can be, but
I don't believe it did.
Yeah, the bump set was so high to the outside. Very difficult. King has to really be patient. So easy to be early on a real high set.
8-8. Reese Troxler lines that one at Ryder. Tough play. But they'll get the free ball over. It's a deep free ball by Ryder.
Yeah, deep free ball gives the defense a chance to set up.
And in the end, a little bit of an overpass up towards the net by Musselman. Results in a point for the Eagles.
Yeah, the overset almost setting the other team.
9-8, the Eagles lead.
It's got to be a roll. All right, deep free ball. She goes to one base. I like that. Oh, my. Yeah, that's a great call by the official. It's unfortunate. The hands just weren't clean for Lamb.
Tied back up again.
Yeah, she's got to get behind the ball and move forward.
So set one, we saw a lot of runs back and forth to where teams were taking big leads and then losing them. But so far right now, pretty much even Steven. 1 point leads and ties, and Canby tries to cut that one over, and she does. Or no, she doesn't actually.
Yeah, I had the blocked view. I could not see Alice with the call. I was also watching the ball to see if it was going to bang off this C-Tech machine.
Oh, a A10 production switcher over there. I thought that she got it in, but that was not the call that was made. 10-9. Kisner is going to get that one. It's a fall eventually.
But see, that's the second time now. There's a timeout for Hedgesville.
We can keep it here.
Well, it's the second time where there's no block, and it's almost a free ball. I mean, you're basically just setting the ball across the net into a specific spot, and because there's no block, the dump can be lower and more aggressive. So it's almost like they're placing the ball just inside the 10 line, or even in the jump ball circle. So it's much more difficult to play defense. We used to take our middles and tell them, you just steal every one of those free balls that you can get. Slide with the net, and when you see somebody line up and both their hands raised, you have to know that's going to be a free ball, right? There's nothing else they can do with it other than catch and slam dunk it, which is not legal, even though it might not be called. But the fact is that pushing the ball across the net. So, you know, and I think that Hedgesville has that opportunity with Ariana Walters. Walters has the size to maybe kind of steal or clean up some of that mess. You know what I mean?
So we'll get ready for play again. It's 11-9. Musselman leads. The serve clips the tape, and it's dumped over by
Center
Hedgesville.
dump. Good play by King. Nice ball control.
King had to reach back for that one a little bit.
Yeah, King's having just a good match.
And that's out. Canby couldn't quite fit it in the back line. And Olivia Alice right there to make the call.
Great call by Alice. She was right on it. No hesitation whatsoever. Her feet were right where they needed to be to make the call, so there's no question in my mind.
So Musselman's lead up to 3. They'll go to Lamb. Blocked.
It's
a roof.
Yeah, see it again. King and Kisner were right on it.
So Musselman trying to take control, already up 1-0. Trying to close it out.
And King reacted very quickly. Her timing is really on today. Good contacts. And it's not like it was a bad swing by Lamb. It was a good attack.
And here's Canby off block. This time, Musselman can't get the block. Falls. And it's a point for the Eagles. The Eagles get themselves up to 10. 13-10 our score. Sykes will serve this one. Shelton, King finds the spot at the back corner. Hedgesville defense sunk in towards the net, and she saw it.
And she mixed it up a little bit. You know, she had tipped short a couple times. That time she swatted at it a little bit more, put a little something more on it, sent it to that deep one corner. Just a good pass by Ryder. Look at that. Elliott comes with that roll. She beat King on that earlier. That's not going to happen that time.
Again, now was that off contact? Yes, it was.
Yeah, there's a touch.
Good call by the down official. 15-10 Musselman.
Yeah, I thought there was a touch too. That was a great call. King gets the kill as a result.
So a 5-point lead for the Applemen. Finally, someone in this set taking control after it was very back and forth. Shelton lines this one up towards the net, tight, and a hit by Sykes goes under the net over to Musselman's side. So that's another point. Lead grows to 6. Shelton, another liner, this time at Ryder. Canby.
Oh, great swing.
Just barely over the net.
Yeah, it's a good swing, and Skidmore's got to figure out where she needs to go in her defensive rotation. If she's not going to come to block, then she can't get in the way of the defense, sliding right back in to the center of the court.
16-11 now. So Hedgesville's got some catching up to do.
Yeah, this is that teetering on the brink of no man's land. There's a good serve to start. It's going to be a free ball. Hedgesville's got to use it. Good pass by Ryder. The start's on. Elliott's there, and the roll is out.
17-11. This is around the point of last set where Musselman had this deficit, and they were able to charge back and win the set by 5.
Yes, conversely, if you're Hedgesville, you can't give up any free points, and there they did. Hedgesville sees the control back. They have an opportunity. Last set, it was King who was back being the hero. This time, she serves out. Ryder has the chance now. Put the team on her back. Serve 4 or 5 in a row.
Still down by 5, though. 17-12, and that's service error, so get it right back up to 6. There's those free points.
Yeah, that's a rare mistake for Ryder. It's just unfortunate. It's just a really, really bad time because now 7 points to go with a 6-point lead. Statistically, what we know is that when the lead is greater than the points remaining in the set, that it becomes very statistically difficult to win.
Kisner, line drive just above the net. Lathwell gets a kill.
Yeah, now at some point Hedgesville can't keep trading now. We've traded 3 in a row. Hedgesville needs to make a run.
See Avery Jackson check in for the first time for Musselman. King sits down.
And this is a big point for Hedgesville. This is an opportunity. I mean, if I'm Hedgesville, I'm serving that deep 1-6. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at over right between Gantz and Jackson. And that's where they went, and Gantz answered the call.
Troxler off block. They'll go to Lathwell.
Okay, this is a roll. Great swing by Shelton.
Back set for Lamb. She gets it over.
It's trouble. This is trouble. Good save.
And eventually it's McKinley Ross gets the kill.
Yeah, Ross goes up and decides to place it right where she wants it. Like, how about right in the middle of Hedgesville's defense? Lead is again extended to 6. 6 to go, 6-point lead.
A lot of new faces from the first set in for the Applemen.
Gantz with a good pass. Hedgesville, oh my goodness. Musselman had a chance to use that free ball, didn't get it.
There's Gantz setting up for Shelton off the net. That one goes. So that's going to make it 19-14. Like I said, Musselman, some substitutions from this set. Like you mentioned, McKinley Ross with the kill just a moment ago. Avery Jackson, Addison Skidmore. Going deeper into the bench is Coach Gray here in set 2. Lines this one at Gantz. And it's a free ball.
Yeah, it's a good save by Gantz.
Lamb far from the net for that one.
Short.
Troxler. And the adjustment by Troxler to get that one over on the right side. Saw where the opening was. Had to make a little adjustment with her hand. Kind of backhand it. But the skillful play by Reese Troxler makes it 20-14.
All right, 6-point lead, 5 to go.
And there's a line drive on the serve. It's a free ball.
Cancer with a good pass.
Skidmore sets for Shelton. She gets it over.
Yeah, it looked like there was a net issue there.
It's another free ball. Skidmore for King.
King with a good adjustment. She had over-pursued, actually. The ball was behind her. That's in there, too.
Good
All right,
job
that's
by
good.
King to knock it under the net.
Yeah, good save, too, by Troxler, even though it was in 2. Okay, we're way out of system right now. Got to calm down. Okay, now here's the free ball. Coach Gray implores that Musselman use it.
Blocked by Hedgesville. Shelton hits it right back over. And then...
And there it is.
Henley Ross again from the middle.
Ross is very aggressive at the net, and there's Hedgesville using its last timeout.
And that's at 21-14. Musselman trying to close out the JV match. 2-0. Let's take a 30-second break and be back with more EPAC volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
JV Applemen trying to close this one out. Up 21-14 here in set number 2. Up 1-0 over the Hedgesville Eagles. And if they do, then we'll be just about 20 minutes away after that from the start of the varsity match between these two schools. Troxler out of the timeout. The timeout works. Too much on it. Service error, 21-15. It'll be Alexis Branner for the Eagles, sending that one. Get the set from Claire Cameron.
Free ball. Oh, got to keep her hands down on that low free ball. Oh, she wanted the 10 line, that's why. Let me pass it off the net so I get a chance to swing on the 10. And there's the down ball error. It's not really a down ball. Lamb was aggressive with it. It just sailed on her.
She hits it out, 22-15. We'll go back around to Gantz. She gets this serve in. Marshall has to run for it. It's a free ball. Cameron for King. Off block. Stays alive. It's a dump. And it's out. So just 2 points away from the victory are the JV Musselman Applemen. Take a huge comeback now by Hedgesville to force set number 3. It'll be Canby up by the net, and it's out.
Yeah, I was looking for touch, and I didn't see anyone, make any type of acknowledgement as if there was a touch. Sometimes off touch, you'll see the blocker pull their hands away real quick and try to conceal that they did touch it. I didn't see anything like that, and Hedgesville didn't react as if they suspected that someone touched it, so I think it was a good play. Clean play. Set point, possible match point.
Gantz serves that one.
Yeah, deep serve. Lathwell plays it well.
Ella Cogswell, who just checked in with Zoe Allwin for the Eagles.
Oh, good call to hands there. That's a good call by R1.
And they blow it dead, 24-16, as we'll see more substitutions. Cogswell comes right back out. Bailey Marshall comes with her. And Sykes and Elliott come in. It's a serve by Sykes. Cameron and Kisner puts that one in the net. A bit of a low set, 24-17.
Yeah, and Sykes served well for the varsity team, so this is a bit of a challenge here right now. Oh, my goodness, and that might have been out just as I said that.
Close.
And that's
King
it. And
gets
that's
that one in. Hedgesville let it go. And snuck in on the line, though. So 25-17 goes the JV match. Jim, just our closing thoughts on this one before we take our 5-minute break in between.
King did a fantastic job at the service line midway through the first set when Musselman was in what seemed to be imminent peril And the momentum just never changed from that point forward. I mean, Hedgesville kept fighting, but just could not seize that control. It was a well-played match by the Musselman JV team.
And with that, 25-20 and 25-17 goes the JV match to the Musselman Applemen. We'll take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you the pregame for the varsity match between the Musselman Applemen and the Hedgesville Eagles, the powerhouse match. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 5 minutes.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
The same-day surgery entrance at Berkeley Medical Center will be closed due to construction as WVU Medicine constructs a 14,000 square foot addition to the surgery department and renovates an additional 20,000 square feet of existing space. We apologize in advance for any inconvenience and greatly appreciate the community's patience during this construction. WVU Medicine is committed to providing the highest quality of care and looks forward to unveiling our improved facilities that will better serve our patients and community.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood, West Virginia is closing its doors forever. I'm Lori, and my father started this jewelry store 48 years ago. It's bittersweet for us to retire and go out of business, but we are so grateful to you.
I'm Dave. Stop by now and receive up to 70% off our entire inventory. It's our way of saying thank you to our cherished clients who have treated us like family for so many years.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music. or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's, moving lives forward.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Back here at Musselman High School, Klein Court here in Inwood, West Virginia. We are 18 minutes away from more EPAC volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube tonight between the Musselman Applemen and the Hedgesville Eagles, the two powerhouses of the Eastern Panhandle. And last time these two teams faced off, it was a sweep by the Hedgesville Eagles. And it's not something you see very often. First of all, any team in the Panhandle beating Musselman at all. When it is, it usually is Hedgesville, the one team that gives them great competition. But it's rare to see Musselman swept by anyone, let alone a team in the Panhandle. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Colin McLaughlin behind the camera tonight. Nick Verzolini back in the studio. Hedgesville was shorthanded in that match, and they're going to be shorthanded again tonight, and probably in an even more significant way. Gracie Brown, the star sophomore outside hitter for Hedgesville, will not be playing tonight with a sprained ankle. Hear more about that in our second segment in our coaches' interviews that we had pregame with Hedgesville's Allison Whitford and Musselman's Sean Martz. But Jim, this is going to be an adjustment for Hedgesville for tonight specifically, and we'll get into it here in a minute. But first, our opening thoughts. There is sectional seeding implications on the line tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? I coached 10 years. We won, teams that I coached won 3 state titles. I've never seen a team face the type of adversity that Hedgesville has faced this season. You talked about Gracie Brown being out. Let's just take a look at where she fits. She's number 1 on the team in attacking. She's number 3 on the team in serving. She's number 5 on the team in blocking, 2 in digs. And then she also ranks number 2 in serve receive. So you're looking at someone who is a pivotal piece. And when we looked at that first matchup at Hedgesville back on September 26th, the thought was that McCoy and Brown cancel each other out. And actually what ended up happening is it seemed like Brown got so many touches, and whether or not she was running across the back row or the front row, she just seemed to be a difference maker. Now, if you go back even further, all the way back to September 27th of 2022, Musselman won at home 3-0. You moved to 10-25-22. They won at Hedgesville 3-1. And then all of a sudden, on November 3rd, they won 3-0. But then when you move to the regional final, Musselman finally lost. They were up 2-0, lost to Hedgesville 3-2. Now, that turns out to be a meaningless match because both Hedgesville and Musselman go to the state tournament. Musselman ends up winning. Morgantown beats Hedgesville. Musselman gets its three-peat secured. So now, you move into this season. I mentioned September 26th. They lost at Hedgesville, but they didn't just lose. They lost 25-17, 25-20. And really, even at 25-23 in the third set, they had to mount a comeback to get it to close to 23-all before Hedgesville actually pulled away and won that set. Now they're without yet another powerhouse. Harper played so good for Hedgesville last year. She's been out all season. The list of injuries that we've watched for Hedgesville this year has been just so frustrating. And now to see Gracie Brown out, wow, Hedgesville just has to dig deep. They get a key piece of the puzzle back with Kylie Ann East. Yet, one step forward, it almost feels like maybe 1.5 steps back.
Right, I'm sure that Gracie Brown, if she if it were up to her, she might be out there, even if it were a broken leg, and say, I can be like Greg Jennings, put the team on my back. But that's not going to be the case tonight. So here's the seeding implications for tonight. Because Hedgesville has no losses within the section, and Musselman has the 1-2 Hedgesville, that means that if Musselman wants to host the sectional championship game, potentially, against Hedgesville, they would need to not only sweep the Eagles here tonight, but they would have to outdo the plus 15-point total in that sweep that Hedgesville had against Musselman. Like you mentioned, Jim, Hedgesville won those 3 sets 25-17, 25-20, 25-23. That's a total of a 15-point margin there. So if Hedgesville takes 1 set tonight, or if a Musselman sweep is a total of 14 or less, then Hedgesville will be the number 1 seed in sectionals, and I believe that would shake out to where Hedgesville would play Spring Mills, the 4 seed, and then Musselman, being the 2 seed, would face number 3 Martinsburg next week in sectionals. So that is what's on the line here tonight. Hedgesville needs 1 set or a sweep of less than 15.
It's an aggregate point differential.
Yes.
Aggregate point differential. Okay, so the points are very important. Every point counts. And I think, Coach Martz obviously doesn't need someone to tell him what to do. He's won a ton of state titles. He's a very good team. But what he said often as we've listened to pregame interviews, and I've not heard tonight's pregame interview, but he said if we just take care of our business, if we play our game, they can beat anybody. And I firmly believe that. If Musselman plays well in serve receive and can run its full complement of offense, I'm not sure that there's a team anywhere in the mid-Atlantic states, much less the state of West Virginia, that can stop a Musselman Applemen team. At Hedgesville, they just seemed really flat to start, and they just were uncharacteristically filled with errors in their serve-receive game, and I think that they rely on their offense to help manage their ability to play defense against good opponents.
Well, Coach Martz talked about it with me tonight. Outside of the pregame interview, he was telling me about their battle cry for this season has been be the Buffalo, go into the storm. There's something interesting that I didn't actually know. He was letting me know about was that the buffalo is one of a few mammals, if not the only one, that when there's a storm coming, most animals like a cow or something will be running away from the storm to try to get out of it. But the buffalo will actually run into the storm to try to get through it quicker. It'll be more adversity while they're going through it, but they'll get through it quicker. And that was his call. That what has been his battle cry for this team the whole season has been be the buffalo. We're going to go into the storm, face our adversity head on, rather than run away from our problems. So that's what they're going to try to do tonight. They need a big victory if they want to be the number 1 seed in the section. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have the pregame interviews that we have with Coach Martz and Coach Whitford. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons number 1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to Musselman High School here. Let's get you our pregame interviews that we had with both head coaches for Hedgesville and Musselman, Allison Whitford and Sean Martz.
All right, here with Coach Whitford of the Hedgesville Eagles. Coach, last time you guys faced off against Musselman, you guys were able to get a sweep against them. What have you taken away from that match coming into tonight in the rematch with them on their home court?
I think just kind of staying true to ourselves and making sure that we serve and we pass, serve tough and pass well. That we did that against them, and I don't think that they passed very well that game. I think that they're going to pass much better tonight. But I think there were just a lot of positives that we were able to take away from that. But we know that that wasn't that wasn't everything. I know that they're going to come back and they're going to have a game plan for us, and so we'll see what happens tonight.
You had some injuries during that match. They didn't have your full squad available. Now tonight, how's the health of the team looking?
So we were able to have everybody together for a day on Saturday. We traveled to Pittsburgh to face a lot of tough teams up there in a tournament. Morgantown was there. And in our last match, Gracie Brown sprained her ankle, so she will not be with us tonight.
All right, well, so you guys are heading into sectionals next week. Overall, obviously, health being one thing, but aside from the health, how do you think your team is feeling heading into that postseason play next week?
Yeah, I think if we're all healthy, I think we're feeling great. And we've been up and down with injuries all year, and we've been able to overcome that. And people have stepped up, whoever it is, on whatever night it is. We've been able to step up and make sure that it works. So hopefully we're just going to continue. Hopefully there's no injuries tonight, no injuries this weekend, and just continue to try to get healthy and make sure that we're able to be 100% for next Tuesday.
What's the one thing you want to focus on tonight for Musselman to be able to replicate the kind of success that you had against them in the last match?
Again, we just have to serve tough and really get them out of system, because we know that Ada can swing and we know that she can score at all times of the court or all times on the floor. So we want to make sure that we keep them a little bit out of system, and then obviously we have to pass well. And with Gracie being out, that means that somebody else has to fill that role. So hopefully that we can do that.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you.
All right, here with Coach Martz, the Musselman Applemen. Coach, you guys got Hedgesville tonight. Previous match you had on their home floor, they got the sweep against you guys. What was your takeaway from that match?
Well, number one, we didn't play very well. Obviously they had something to do with that. But we came out flat for whatever reason. We didn't control our emotions very well. We're hoping to turn that around this evening.
Now, coming into tonight's match, how do you talk to your team about that the next time you come up against a team that was able to really have a lot of success against you the last time you faced them?
Well, they knew that we didn't play any close to our potential, so I think they let their nerves get the best of them. We played a lot better away from here locally. We haven't really played great around here locally, and I don't know if it's because, all the expectations. So we just kind of trying to downplay the expectations and we're trying to have, if I can borrow a quote from one of the Nebraska players from the other night, that single point mentality instead of looking at the scoreboard, worrying about the outcome. Just, some of it's going to be ugly. We know that it's a game of failure, so we just got to play one point at a time, and if we make a mistake, let it go and focus on the next point.
So coming into tonight, you've got sectionals coming up next week. There's a little bit of seeding at play depending on how things shake out tonight. How are you feeling about the team overall, and what have you been saying to your team about the postseason coming up here soon?
Well, number one, we're healthy, and that's for the most part, and that's tough to do sometimes at this time of the season. I know, and unfortunately, Hedgesville's had some bad luck this year with injuries, and we've been fortunate in that category. We have one of our reserve players sprained her ankle in practice, but all of our starting rotation kids are pretty healthy and ready to go. So yeah, I think we've been sort of inconsistent at times this year. We're just trying to tighten some things up, trying to be a little more consistent, and certainly against Hedgesville, any match with us really, we want to try to win that serve and receive battle. We didn't last time, and that was the main factor. I think they aced us like 12 or 13 times, and we only aced them like 4. So that's got to be more even tonight if we're going to win.
Now, last but not least, I know this isn't your senior night, but it is final home game of the regular season coming up. So we weren't here for your senior night. So just if you wanted to just take a second to talk about your 3 seniors that you have on your team, Keely Chrisman, Ava Dunnigan, Kendall Watcher, what they meant to this program, and what you're going to miss about when they're not with the team anymore.
Yeah, they've been really good players for us. So it's something we don't really talk about, but Keely and Ava in particular have started in 3 state championship matches and won 3 state titles, so they have a chance, if things go our way, to maybe win a 4th and maybe be the first 2 players of the state to win 4 state championships. And Kendall has been tremendous for us. She came in last year, was kind of maybe an afterthought, and she beat one of our other players out for that position, and she's been a really solid setter for us. So yeah, we're going to miss all 3 players.
All right, Coach, thank you for the time. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Again, thanks to Coach Allison Whitford and Coach Sean Martz for their pregame comments. We'll take one last 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you the rosters for both Musselman and Hedgesville, and then we'll get into this regional championship rematch from last year. This EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The same-day surgery entrance at Berkeley Medical Center will be closed due to construction as WVU Medicine constructs a 14,000 square foot addition to the surgery department and renovates an additional 20,000 square feet of existing space. We apologize in advance for any inconvenience and greatly appreciate the community's patience during this construction. WVU Medicine is committed to providing the highest quality of care and looks forward to unveiling our improved facilities that will better serve our patients and community.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's moving lives forward.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth? I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different. We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why. The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve. Google Skinner Lawyers or go to SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School. Getting you set for varsity volleyball action between the Musselman Applemen and the Hedgesville Eagles. Let's get you the rosters for both sides here, starting with the visiting Hedgesville Eagles. The roster goes like this. Number 1, Addison Groves. Number 2, Brianna Ryder. Number 3, Evelyn Jennings. Number 4, Delaney Cedars. Number 5, Alexa Smith. Number 6, Kylie Ann East. Number 7, Parker Sutherland. Number 8, Lexi Winston. Number 10, Chloe Hudson. Number 12, Emmy Bishop. Number 13, Jayana Ware. Number 14, Grace Lathwell. Number 15, Addison Sykes. Again, Hedgesville without Gracie Brown tonight, without Elena Harper since the beginning of the season. On the Musselman side, number 2, Raylan Kisner. Number 3, Bianca Hutzler. Number 4, Reese Troxler. Number 5, Amaya King. Number 6, Ashley Fox. Number 7, Ella Collis. Number 8, Ada McCoy. Number 9, Ava Dunnigan. Number 11, Olivia Alice. Number 12, Olivia Orlana. Number 14, Kendall Watcher. Number 17, Maddie Shelton. Number 21, Keely Chrisman. Number 24, Avery Lark. And number 25, Allie Miller. With that, we will take one last 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be time for Varsity Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll take one last 2-minute break.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Run Malachi Brown. He's got a huge hole. Brown into the secondary. Brown across midfield. Malachi Brown on the first play of the second half gets 6.
Join us on Saturday, October 28th as Shepherd heads to Bloomsburg for a matchup with the Huskies. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. with pregame coverage beginning at 1:30 right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths in the United States each year. But do you know the radon levels in your home? Home is a place to live, love, and laugh, not a place to breathe air containing radon. The Berkeley and Morgan County Health Departments are distributing free confidential radon test kits, and you can get yours at the Berkeley County Health Department office in Martinsburg and the Morgan County Health Department office in Berkeley Springs. Protect your home and family. Get your free radon test kit today.
The undefeated Martinsburg Bulldogs wrap up the regular season this Friday night as they take on the Hedgesville Eagles.
Yes, Fegan lined up in the pistol behind him. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Matt gets the snap, hands it off to Fegan. Fegan goes up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Martinsburg.
It's the Martinsburg Bulldogs visiting the Hedgesville Eagles. Pre-game coverage starts at 6 p.m. with kickoff set for 7, right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
We are ready to go here between Hedgesville and Musselman. Again, these teams 2 years ago, this was the state championship. Last year, this was the regional championship. This year, the three-time defending state champion Musselman Applemen lost in straight sets to the Eagles. But the Eagles are without their star sophomore, Gracie Brown, this evening.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You know, I remember watching the Super Bowl a long time ago. John Elway, they said, oh, he's got pneumonia or the flu or something. He's barely can walk. And, you know, the wounded John Elway came out and won a second Super Bowl. I look at teams like Hedgesville and the adversity that they've dealt with this season. They are a wounded animal, but still very, very dangerous. You cannot take them for granted. Keep in mind, Hudson, they've got Lathwell, who's played a little bit of outside, where Parker Sutherland has the absolute ability to be dominant across the front row through every stage of the game. So I think that Hedgesville can win this match, or at least make it very difficult for Musselman. On the other hand, as Coach March said, if they just play with any type of consistency, especially in serve and serve receive, Musselman is a 3-time state champion. They're not even getting respect from the state of West Virginia. Morgantown listed at number 1. Musselman absolutely should be number 1 until they fall. So it's going to be an interesting night here, I think, this evening. Looking forward to both teams playing healthy and playing very, very well. That's what I want to see. Both teams play very, very well.
Starting things out on the court for Musselman will be Ada McCoy, Olivia Alice, and Ashley Fox up in the front. Allie Miller, Kendall Watcher, and Ella Collis so far. Looks like Ava Dunnigan will check in for Collis.
Yeah, Emmy Bishop for Hedgesville, the freshman. She's no slouch either. I mean, Hedgesville has the ability to terminate. Musselman has to play their game. I mean, Collis and Ellis, those two, the freshman and sophomore, and their roles need to step up. This is just to see everybody elevate their game, have a lot of fun, play well. There's an interesting statistic that I didn't even think about, but I've been calling these games for the last 3+ years. The fact that Chrisman and Dunnigan could be in a situation for the first ever 4-peat, that's just phenomenal. And you don't want to add pressure to these kids. These kids deal with enough pressure as it is on a day-to-day basis. What we want to see them do is both teams, both sides of the ball, go out, play aggressive, play well, have a lot of fun, just keep wailing. That's what we want to see. Big-time swings.
So, again, what's at stake tonight with sectionals next week is that if Musselman does not sweep this match with a margin, a total margin, an aggregate in the 3 sets of 15 points or more, Hedgesville will be the number 1 seed in sectionals next week, meaning that a Musselman-Hedgesville match would once again take place at Hedgesville in the Eagles' Nest.
Yeah, and both teams are dangerous. Martinsburg and Spring Mills both. I mean, we saw Martinsburg, was it a week ago, against Musselman? We're in a great position in set 4 where we're in the driver's seat and let things slip away. Serve and serve receive is where it's at. And here in these 4 teams in this particular section, any one of these 4 teams could come out because of the firepower that they have. It's all about serve, receive, and transition.
Starting off with the serve from Alexis Smith. Ashley Fox, big swing from the middle right away.
Oh, perfect pass by Dunnigan.
Olivia Alice gets the kill. The lefty, the freshman, gets the first point of the night. Packed house here at Musselman High School. Student section out in full force. Fans on both sides. Ashley Fox, the leader in aces for the Applemen. It's the first one to go at it.
Yeah, Watcher kind of got caught in an awkward situation. She needs to release. She needs to open up. Open up.
Delaware block. McCoy overpass gets the kill.
Yeah, I remember that first point at Hedgesville was a good pass type situation. And that very first swing by McCoy, she missed the line, swinging up the line. Not today. Her first swing at the net is a resounding kill right at the 1 base.
Fox lines it again at Cedars.
It's got to be an angle, big angle.
Hudson gets the angle on it.
Watcher's got to see that angle.
McCoy from the 10 line gets another one.
Yeah, and again, it's up the line.
3-0 start.
Yeah, Ware's got her hands full. We thought that in the first match between these two teams that Ware would need to really play well to exploit that differential with McCoy hitting in front of her. Fox does lead the Musselman team with aces, so it's a risk versus reward scenario. And that missed serve, got to hope that doesn't become costly down the road.
So Kylie Ann East, Eagle setter who has missed most of the season, at least that we've seen, with a concussion. And she sends her first serve, and Musselman can't get it back over.
Yeah, and I don't know if that serve receive was out. It felt like it was deep.
One more time, East.
Oh, another tough
Miller.
pass
It's
for
another
Miller.
ace. 3-3.
Got to calm down, shake it off. Kylie Ann East came in and did exactly what she's supposed to do. She comes right back, and there's a communication problem.
So 4-3 Eagles. Back and forth runs of 3 points. There's a fourth one on that one. Go Ada McCoy off the block.
Yeah, it's real tight, too. It's trouble. East gets there, though. Oh, perfect pass by Dunn again. And there's a quick.
Back to McCoy off the block.
Yeah.
She gets it.
Yeah, we would call that almost like a short. Not quite a shoot, not at a one pace, but definitely in that 2 to 3 range outside.
Four-piece.
McCoy has that ability. She just has that ability to hit the ball over the block. Hutzler in.
The sophomore Bianca Hutzler.
Oh, there you go. That's a McCoy.
Interesting play there.
Well, McCoy, I don't think she knew she just decided too late what she was going to do. She going to go up and block it?
They didn't realize where it would be until last second. And that one off block.
Yep.
Ooh, another kill for McCoy.
Right, but she avoided Sutherland. She's going right at Ware. Like, I'm not sure if that's part of the game plan or that's a decision that the Mangler made on her own, but it's definitely the right call. She's challenging Ware, smaller of the blockers, on the offhand side.
Miller's serve.
This is going to be some kind of a roll. Oh, my goodness.
Sutherland.
Great swing. Not a roll at all. Boy, I misguessed that.
Well, it's hard to predict and hard to plan for Parker Sutherland. A lot of size and length up at the front. And so have more of that check in with Emmy Bishop.
And this is the lineup that we thought for Hedgesville that they could cause some problems against Musselman. Look at all that size in Bishop and Sutherland. And then you've got Ware at the offhand position. Oh, and the team's got to talk about it. Is that ball out or not? I just don't know. Hard-driven ball being played above the waist.
That makes it 6-5 Hedgesville.
Really got to open up in the server seat. Drop the shoulder, open up. Ryder with a great serve. Ryder getting some more PT here.
Back to McCoy. Whistle blows. They'll call the hands on Musselman. So it's another Eagles point. 7-5. Again, it only takes one set victory for Hedgesville tonight to clinch the number 1 seed in the section. And they'll let this serve from Ryder go out. Does McCoy and Miller. And now the two of them will check out. It's going to be Shelton and Keely Chrisman who check in. Maddie Shelton had a good game in the junior varsity match.
Yeah, that left-handed serve is tough to deal with sometimes. Boy, and she did it again. Right at, oh my goodness, right at Smith. And no play on the ball. Now, you got to keep in mind, Kylie Ann East has missed some reps. Not sure how long she's been back in practice, whether or not, to what extent she's played recently, but definitely some miscommunication there with who's playing on the help.
Shelton lines another one.
This is Bishop. We get to see Bishop's first swing off the net. Shelton's got to get out of the way. She's got to know her role. Hutzler's got to call for it.
And a soft touch, the adjustment midair by Sutherland. I think she went up planning to put a big swing on that one, but saw there was open space on her right side. to drop it in. It's 8-7 Hedgesville.
Yeah, from your defensive base, you've got to watch the setter and the path of the ball to the attacker's arm.
Jayana Ware's serve barely in. Dunnigan and McCoy let it go and gave a quick look over to the lines judge immediately, but call is in. 9-7. It was a close one. Ware again, this time her serve goes into the net. So perhaps ball don't lie if you're Musselman, that's your thinking. It's 9-8.
Yeah, if I'm Dunnigan, I'm serving 5 all the way. She comes up, there's a touch. Oh, no touch? There's a touch. That's a good call. That's a good call. There's absolutely a touch.
9-9 after that one.
Yeah, for a second I was a little bit concerned because I didn't see the linesperson signal touch, but R1 was right on top of it. That was a good call. Dunnigan takes something off of it, comes back in the 5-6 seam. Oh, good cut by Chrisman.
And Lark will send this one diving on the floor for its rider, but no one there.
Yeah, and it was actually a great dig by Ryder. And think about where the ball came. It ended up located near the setter's base. Again, just got a little bit of cobwebs here in what we're playing for. Should call that a J stroke. Oh, and there's the Bishop, the 5 seam that I was calling for. Serving that 5-6 seam, Bishop and serve receive. Remember, Bishop's a freshman, taking advantage of that, and you've got Ryder in at the 6 right now. At the 5. Bishop's at the 4, so you're playing in a tougher situation.
And Dunnigan's serve just barely is out. Makes it 11-10, Musselman.
Addison Sykes is in now for Parker Sutherland. Back to serve. She'll be setting now.
Chloe Hudson also checking in for the Eagles. Sykes sends this one, takes a little bit off, but clips the net as well. Dunnigan's down ball.
Yeah, great aggressive swing. Gets Hedgesville out of system. It's a down ball roll. Hutzler pushes to Chrisman with the big angle and gets the kill.
Keely Chrisman, the senior. Another line drive from her. What we're used to seeing from Chrisman. Makes it 12-10.
Yep, she beat the angle.
So it'll be Kendall Watcher, one of the other 3 seniors on this Musselman squad.
It's going to be tight. Sykes gets there. This is real tight.
Punched over by Bishop. Watcher for Fox. Again, Emmy Bishop's there, and Musselman can't quite.
Yeah, and this is where, terminating at the net, you just can't keep tipping the free balls back and forth against the good teams. Somebody's got to take a swing there. There's so many times you can get away with that. Back-to-back tips, very difficult situation to get points out of that.
12-11, Delaney Cedars, the Soapbox Derby champ, serving.
And Chrisman actually hit that down into the block.
And eventually, they get it to fall. That's Grace Lathwell.
Wow.
Coming in as a JV swing player. Had a great JV match, even though Hedgesville fell in straight sets.
Yeah, and I thought that Lathwell stole that ball. I didn't think that ball was in the plane of the net.
12-12 now, though. Fox almost gets a kill, but Eagles keep it alive. They'll go left side. Alice tries to punch.
There's a net violation. There's no call.
Lathwell blocked.
Great save by Sykes. She's hustling. Perfect pass by McCoy. Got to use it. There's Chrisman. Block is late. Hudson's late on the block, but gets enough touch to slow it down.
And Lathwell makes a mistake. They're going to say it was off contact, though. I didn't notice contact. And it doesn't seem like the Musselman side saw it either. But that makes it 13-12, Hedgesville. Cedars sends this one. Chrisman hits it way up in the air.
Yeah, this is a tough angle.
From the 10 line.
That's in. Yeah, that is in.
Keely Chrisman once more.
Yeah, and you can't really fault Cedars for that because the ball is actually over her head. The fact is that Chrisman was just elevates so much, and she actually had top spin on that, so the ball just fell in right behind Cedars. Tie game.
13-13, Allie Miller. Too much on that one. Service error. So Hedgesville in the lead without Gracie Brown. Battling back and forth, though. It's Alexis Smith serving this one.
On both teams.
Miscommunication. But the ball stays alive. Sykes has to run for that one. Lathwell puts it over. And a mistimed jump by Fox leads to another Hedgesville point. 15-13.
Yeah, but it starts with the serve-receive problem. Giving a free ball to Hedgesville means you end up out of system. Coach Whitford calling the serve. I like that. She relies on Smith to deliver, and Smith just misses deep.
15-14.
And I wonder if Coach Whitford was calling for either a 1 or 6. Probably that 1-6 seam. Something deep. Fox leads Musselman in aces. She comes out with a hard-driven ball right to Lathwell. Lathwell gets rewarded for the good pass and gets the kill off block. She beats Liv Alice on the outside on the offhand. Left-hander's got to reach for the ball. She's got to see the ball and reach for it.
So no one really pulling out too far in front so far in set number 1, which is kind of what you expect between these two teams.
Yeah, but Hedgesville's doing what they need to do. They're scrapping to stay in it. Musselman's still not what I would say perfect on the serve receive. There's the key dig against McCoy, and then a miss hit by Ware.
Okay,
back to McCoy again.
And this time it doesn't fall. It gets over somehow.
My goodness, McCoy with 3 swings in a row. Got to find a way to get the offense back out.
Will they make it 4? Yeah, they will. And she's blocked again this time. It's sent back by the Eagles.
And it's so difficult for McCoy to do that, 4 and 5 swings in a row, plus all of the work that she's doing on defense. Got to bring that middle in behind Watcher. You got to run that back set.
17-14. Ella Collis hit that one from the middle.
Yeah, but it's not really a hit. I mean, it was a tip. They did get Hedgesville out of system, and then Alice with the swing, and that looked like to me like a lift. No call. She still gets the kill. We've got Larkin Hutzler in now.
They come in. Leads cut to 2.
And this is part of that lineup that worried me for Musselman previously. You've got Larkin Hutzler. You're defending against, and that previous rotation you would have had Brown in the front row, but you've still got Parker Sutherland up there. Your right side's going to have to play good defense. Wow, and they go to Lathwell, which is very surprising.
Back to McCoy again. That one's out.
Well, McCoy has to beat Sutherland, so she goes for a more extreme angle.
So it's 18-15. Hedgesville so far weathering the storm of no Gracie Brown. Ryder sends this one at McCoy.
This is tight. You got a room, Hutzler. Oh, she's under. That's a good call by R2. Hutzler was definitely under. Her foot was completely under the net.
Lead up to 4 now.
Yeah, it was a tough pass. All Hutzler has got to get to the net quicker. Got to get there fast. Beat the ball to the net. You set with your feet first. Good call by R2. Here comes Ryder back to serve again.
And Allie Miller.
Hutzler sends it into the middle, and this is just a down ball. It's a free ball and a communication error, but somehow Hedgesville gets out of the mess, and Sutherland gets back-to-back mega swings.
20-15 Hedgesville. Nick Verzolini mentioned it on the Sports Mix today that this could be a big statement win for Hedgesville to have 2 wins in a row in the same season over Musselman. And that was before we even knew that Gracie Brown was not going to be in this, because we know Hedgesville is a young team. They'll have pretty much all of their main contributors back next year.
Good spot by McCoy.
Sutherland this time can't get it to stay in.
Yep, no touch. much as I like Nick Verzolini, I mean, he's got good taste in NFL football teams. As much as I like Nick Verzolini, I'm not just quite handling the first seed to Hedgesville just yet. There's 5 points to go in the set. The lead is 4. We know that Shelton has the ability to serve, but she's got to play defense, too. Very aggressive serve. That's an overpass. And there's point number 1. And Collis went for the ball right away. Good play at the net. Big juicy watermelon hanging up there. She went for it. Shelton needs to go again. She does.
Lines it at East.
Trouble. East gets to it. Bishop swings. Off block. Good play by Dunnigan.
Christman.
It's low, and that's a good pace. The pace is what's nice about that because it's very difficult to get a double block at that quick set outside, that lower set. And Christman did a great job adjusting.
Here come the Applemen. 3 points in a row.
Shelton again. Man, she goes right at Smith. Bishop. I don't know if it went.
They give the point to him.
Off touch.
It was touched.
Off touch. Boy, it just looked like it hit the net and just rolled right over. I didn't think that.
Yeah, we're on the far side. It was hard to tell from our angle. Gianna Ware at 21-18.
There's a right time and a wrong time, and you got to make that first one when you're up.
So leads only 2 once again.
Yeah, 21-18. My goodness, that was a pivotal serve. Duncan comes right in, right at the freshman.
Miss hit.
Poor Bishop. Man, I feel bad for her. That was a floater. It's like trying to hit a Phil Necro knuckleball. That ball was lobbed right across the net. Whitford does not call timeout. I'm surprised, a little bit surprised by that. Neither team has called a timeout. Duncan comes back, serves that deep 5.
Sutherland, it's out. We're tied. Coach Martz, like he said, he tells this team they should go into the storm.
Serve the 5. You got to serve the 5-6 seam. You got to force those 2 kids right in that side. She comes back right at the 5. Oh
Christman.
My goodness, I'm not sure if that ball was in or out.
I don't think it would have been, but it was
good dig.
Light.
She's off. Good dig by Ryder. Here's back to Bishop, but Bishop now is off a little bit. She has to take something off of it. Bishop comes back to Lark.
They'll set up Sutherland. She takes a little bit off of it. The change-up from Sutherland.
She dumps it. And catches McCoy a little bit flat-footed on defense.
22-21. Again, Hedgesville with 1 set victory in this match would clinch the number 1 seed in the section. There's the serve.
Sykes serves well. It's low.
Christman.
She beats her on the angle. She beats the angle. Yeah, but she beats the angle, and this is a smaller front row. You got Jennings, the lone senior on the Hedgesville team, and Hudson trying to stop Keely Christman. It's a real tough out. You're asking an awful lot for them right at this point. And right now, what Hedgesville has got to have a great pass. This is a real tough serve-receive lineup, and really you've only got one attacker who's in their normal hitting position, Emmy Bishop. Got to have a perfect pass, and there it is. Ryder answers. It comes to Bishop. Bishop takes something off and goes outside. Christman's way off the net, and McCoy surprises me with the 10 line.
Almost hitting the ceiling. Does
Free
that
ball.
one?
Got to use the free ball. Come quick.
Fox, big swing on that one. Flips the tape.
This is Bishop. Bishop should get the swing this time. It's a kill. Musselman all of a sudden, off the block. They get the point. Musselman's right back in this.
23-22. Yeah, no timeouts still by either side. Watcher at Ryder.
Yeah, good serve at just the right time. She pushes quick. Bishop handles it. Good dig by McCoy.
Christman.
Oh my, this is trouble.
It's going to end up a down ball by Sykes.
Oh my, some communication there in the outside.
Back to Christman. Goes at Sykes again. Overpass. Blocked by Hudson. Bishop. And
I think that was touch. McCoy with a good play. Keeley's got a
block. The roof. Chloe Hudson
Yeah, and again, when you're asking your outside to be involved in 3 and 4 consecutive attacks, man, it's just so hard for the outside to maintain that.
23-23.
Well, if there was ever a serve receive that you needed, it's right now. Right now.
Delaney Cedars at Dunnigan.
There it is. There's back out. Chrisman's way out, and she launched it.
Sailed it.
Maybe a little fatigued.
24-23. That's set point for Hedgesville.
Musselman will call timeout.
And will take the timeout with them. It'll be set point for Hedgesville after the timeout. This 30-second break is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Out of the timeout, it's set point for Hedgesville. It'll be Delaney Cedars serving.
This is where you got to almost have the serve. You got to have the serve.
Sends this one
She
out.
missed.
Timeout works.
Yeah, that's that's the way you play the game.
24 all. So now it's win by 2.
Remember, Miller missed her last serve in the back row. This is important.
Miller.
Oh, my goodness, and that ball looked out, and it hits the upright.
Up into the backboard in the rafters. Sent that one at Grace Lathwell. It's an ace for Allie Miller. And now set point goes over to Musselman. This one again at Lathwell.
Oh, that's an ace.
That's
it.
There it is.
Musselman wins.
The ace. Set 1 goes to the Applemen. 26-24. So number 1 seed in the section still alive for Musselman. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, get you ready for set number 2. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee-wee to the big boys to the wing T formation. A hearty meal of 12 pieces for $12 is just what the boys need to be at their best. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Omaha! Let's go!
Rock's 12 pieces of chicken, just $12.
Set 1, 26-24. Musselman takes it. So, like you said, number 1 seed in the section for Musselman is still alive. Hedgesville only needs to win 1 set tonight to clinch that number 1 seed. But they have to do it without their best player. But they came so close, Jim.
Yeah, Musselman now has cut 2 out of that differential. So we think at 15 that would result in the tie-break tying. So let's just put that out of our mind. The differential now is 14 points. Musselman won that one by 2. Not only does Musselman need to win the next 2 sets, they need to win by 14 points to clearly eliminate the tie-break to the tiebreaker. So what Musselman needs to be playing towards is 25-18 type situation, which would give them the necessary 14 points to eliminate the tiebreak. So Musselman can't play as flat as they did in serve-receive. And really, if you think about it, it came back to a missed Cedar serve, which, Hedgesville played very well the entire set. So I don't want to say that one missed serve cost them the set. But one missed serve at the wrong time puts you in a difficult situation. Musselman doesn't have a set point without that missed serve.
Well, if you're a Hedgesville fan, you can at the very least say that if you're playing the points game, let's say, hey, maybe we don't win a set tonight, but all we have to do is win the point battle. You couldn't do any better than that. You lost the set by 2 points.
And I don't know that anybody's coaching that manner. I'm not sure that even...
Not coaching.
Right, yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm not sure that anybody's thinking about that, but you're exactly right. Home court advantage, what looks like could be a big deal. This is a free ball that comes off that first good serve. Perfect pass by Miller.
Blocked.
Oh, and it just goes the wrong way. Great effort by Miller, but no play.
First point goes to Hedgesville.
Smith back to serve. Whitford's calling. Whitford's signing something behind the clipboard, which we can't see, which is the number.
Smith at Dunnigan.
Oh, my goodness, and Fox was so early. I don't know if that was miscommunication on the play or the set was high, but my goodness, Fox was so early. She's just hanging there waiting for the ball to come down.
One more serve from Alexis Smith at Dunnigan. Watcher, Alice off block. There's Jay unaware.
I think that was off touch. Kind of caught Dunnigan.
Go to McCoy. Tough first contact from Smith. Hard to handle. The spike from the Mangler, A to McCoy. That's the first point up on the board for Musselman. Right in front of the Musselman student section is Ashley Fox.
Off the net.
Barely puts the tape on the net. And that's an ace for the team's leader in aces.
Yeah, that's what she does statistically. She's a high-risk, high-reward server.
The junior makes it 2-2. She'll go another one. Line drive in on the side. Barely fitting down the line. Hedgesville really thought there was no shot that was going to be it.
And sometimes those floaters, those flat serves, are moving just a little bit left to right. I joked earlier about a Phil Necro knuckleball, and you think about the amount of movement on those serves.
And the streak ends there. Service error, tied back up at 3. So Sykes and Hudson will check out. Kylie Ann East checks in to serve.
Oh my, what a great serve.
And over our heads goes that one on the serve received by McCoy. There's an ace right back for Hedgesville. 4-3. East out. Miller and McCoy were right there. Followed it all the way to the end. So we're tied back up. See Hutzler going back and serving again. Bianca's sister Bella was a senior last year for the Musselman volleyball team.
Off block. McCoy's there. Hutzler's working through traffic.
McCoy tips it and in. Musselman goes back up by 1. Five to 4. Here's Hutzler's serve.
Oh, good serve. East gets there.
Sutherland, big strike right at Hutzler. She's frustrated with herself that she couldn't handle it, but
yeah, but it's
not everyone can.
Yeah, it's such a tough situation when you got Sutherland hitting on the outside. You got Sutherland hitting at the outside, and you got a little bit smaller right side for Musselman.
Connor Ryder. We'll go back to McCoy. I don't know if that one actually went over. And they'll say no, it did not. Point goes to the Eagles. There's Ryder, who was the libero for the JV team. And this time, McCoy beats the block. 6-6. There's the dual substitution that we've seen. McCoy and Miller out, Shelton and Crispin in.
Sean's got to serve and sprint to that defensive. Oh, my goodness, and an uncharacteristic miss for Shelton.
Yeah, even for a freshman, she does a great job serving the ball. But, like you said, rare mistake makes it 7-6 Hedgesville.
Yeah, when you're subbing in for the serve, that's one of those ones where I'm sure Coach will think about that next time.
Hutzler sets. That was Collis. We'll go back set for Lark this time, and it's a roof by Emmy Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop's got good size for the on-hand side. Good play.
We just saw Emmy's sister, Skylar Bishop's senior night at Martinsburg against Musselman last Tuesday. Now the freshman for Hedgesville making an impact, and a nice catch by Dylan Bishop over at the table.
If you say so yourself. Ball's this way.
Hey, there we go.
Nice
9-6.
Nice hands. My partner has nice hands.
The only reason I wasn't a receiver in high school is because I was too slow, you know?
Oh, mine. Dunnigan with 2 shanks in a row.
That's an ace. 10-6. Colin was more used to the football team. He was the kicker. Now he's the cameraman tonight. He's a utility man.
Sports doctor does it all, man. He's writing scripts, working the board.
A man of many talents. It's another ace for Hedgesville, 11-6.
Yeah, and that's 3 in a row. 3 serve receives in a row.
Sutherland will get this one back over to Ware.
Oh my!
That's another ace.
Yeah, this is where
you by Musselman.
This is where you call timeout just to stop the run.
Coach Martz letting them play for now, at least.
You know, there's lessons to be learned in working through the adversity.
And finally, the run ends. 12-7. So Ava Dunnigan next to serve. Finally, Musselman gets a chance.
Oh my, good pass by Ryder. And that's part of the problem. You get to run your full complement of offense. Crispin is working a lot of angles. Notice how some of these balls are getting dug more and more. And then all of a sudden, the soft roll over block. Fox and Lark are just a little bit small for Bishop.
She floated it. Lead grows back to 6.
Well, the taller the block, then the bigger the block, the tip has to go higher. Gives your defense a chance to react. So, Bishop just has that size advantage on the outside, and another ace.
Another one. 14-7. Hedgesville's doubling up Musselman on their home court without Gracie Brown.
Yeah, it's all serve and serve receive right now. Musselman's got to do some work in serve receive. And they can't be one-dimensional with only setting the outside. Got to figure out a way to get some other form of offense.
And that's an overpass, but it stays in. Hedgesville uses it, dug by Dunnigan.
Yeah, and see Hedgesville's getting swings by Hudson and then coming off block kill. Musselman's responding with a 10-line attack. There's the timeout for Musselman.
15-7 Hedgesville trying to lock up the first seed in the section. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The undefeated Martinsburg Bulldogs wrap up the regular season this Friday night as they take on the Hedgesville Eagles.
Yes, Fegan lined up in the pistol behind him. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Gets the snap, hands it off to Fegan. Fegan goes up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Martinsburg.
It's the Martinsburg Bulldogs visiting the Hedgesville Eagles. Pre-game coverage starts at 6 p.m. with kickoff set for 7, right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Addison Sykes will serve for Hedgesville. After the timeout, it's 15-7. The Eagles lead the Applemen, although down 1-0. Here's Chrisman lining it, and it's another kill for Keeley Chrisman.
And notice that, like I said earlier, right before the break, Chrisman's working a lot of angles. Hedgesville's getting more and more touches on those angle swings. Chrisman's going to, at some point here, is going to have to challenge Hedgesville up the line, I think.
Watcher with an ace of her own. See if Musselman can make the comeback.
She picked on the freshman, Emmy Bishop. We saw this in the previous set, serving in that 5-6. Ryder has not always played a lot, serve receive, but she's doing a great job.
Jennings, roof, almost at least.
Oh my
Hedgesville gets it back over.
A down ball and Watcher can't get there. A kill off a down ball.
16-9. The Hedgesville bench getting up out of their seats with every point. They know what's at stake here. They know the kind of statement they can make with another win. Fox, light touch on that one. Cedars got the dig.
This is just such a small front row for Hedgesville, and Musselman just cannot capitalize. Alice with the hitting error. And look at the front row and the size where we are with the differential. You've got Lathwell, Hudson, and Jennings.
17-9. That one received by McCoy. Has to be a roll by Chrisman.
Yeah, no offense out of free ball, and it results in a kill on a soft roll. Musselman is in serious trouble right now. This front row is just not working for Musselman. Cannot get offense out of the serve receive.
Of course, if you can't get the point back on your side, you can't get out of it. 18-9. Cedars at McCoy. Watcher will set for Chrisman. Off the block, but handled.
Oh, this is a trouble. Yeah.
And Lathwell can't get it over, so there's the adjustment.
The ball was passed way off the net. Sykes gets there, but sets it a little bit low at an acute angle to the outside. Difficult adjustment for Lathwell to make.
So McCoy moves the front row now as Chrisman checks out. Allie Miller checks in. Miller sends this one at Lathwell. They'll go back to her.
Yeah, it's a great serve, but it's just a great pass by Lathwell. This is trouble, too. It's real tight.
Back to Lathwell, left side. Dig by Dunnigan. McCoy again. Blocked again.
That's Jennings with a touch of McCoy. Back to McCoy again, off touch. And a lot less velocity that time. And now Lathwell gets a swing. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? To the left-hander.
Go Lathwell again. She's blocked this time.
Good. Should be a free ball.
And Jennings gets the swing on it. Fox, soft touch. Lathwell can't keep it up in the air. 18-11. Miller goes back and serves again.
Yeah, and I think the coach is imploring Ada to look line, which is what I think so too. I think that she should have a big advantage, and that ball's out. I don't see
Hudson, yep. Too much on it.
No, they called touch.
Oh.
I didn't see the linesperson react, so R1 must have overruled.
So that point goes to Hedgesville. That makes it 19 to 11 instead of 18-12. So up by 8 with 6 points to go. Things are looking good for Hedgesville. McCoy.
Yeah, it's a good angle. Yeah, Hudson got in no man's land. Hudson knew that she wasn't going to get there for the block. She backs off, and in comes Hannah the Hammer Howard, 3-time state champion for Musselman, back from UMBC, walking into the gym, heading up into the crowd to watch. This is great.
Former Gatorade Player of the Year, state of West Virginia.
Proud alumni walks in right at the time to see a service error for Hedgesville. She's here cheering on her old team.
That point goes to Musselman, 19 to 13.
Oh my. What a dig. Great save. It's a free ball. Gotta use this if you're Musselman.
Back set for Ware, and it's out.
I'd like to see Alice really take a much bigger cut on that. She seems to be just a little bit tentative. She's got to develop some of that hitter's amnesia, where you get blocked or you hit one out, you're still going to try to terminate the play.
Ashley Fox.
Oh my. Out. And that's that high risk, high reward situation. The problem is when you're trying to dig from a hole that's, my goodness. 6-point lead with 5 to go.
20 to 14. Kylie Annie serving.
Yeah, and see, it's just a floater. Not that. Oh, there's your line.
Huge swing.
Yeah, there's the line ball that was being asked for.
$20-15.
Yeah, Musselman cannot keep trading points like this. They've traded the last 2. They've got to go on a run. I mean, you really need 2 to 3 solid points, and then you got to have a stop.
Hutzler at Smith. McCoy from the 10 line.
Cedars with a good play.
Where?
Never went. I don't think that ever went.
She tried to take something off of it. Took too much off of it.
Yeah, but all in all, Hedgesville still extended the point, and Hedgesville calls a timeout.
At 20-16, trying to end the Musselman run right there. We'll take the timeout with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The undefeated Martinsburg Bulldogs wrap up the regular season this Friday night as they take on the Hedgesville Eagles.
Yes, Fegan lined up in the pistol behind him. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Matt gets the snap, hands it off to Fegan. Fegan goes up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Martinsburg.
It's the Martinsburg Bulldogs visiting the Hedgesville Eagles. Pre-game coverage starts at 6 p.m. with kickoff set for 7, right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Out of the timeout.
Yeah, and Hedgesville just needs to get a pass. You got Parker Sutherland hitting outside. So you're right in a situation where, you know, any kind of pass, even towards midcourt, you've got a chance to side out because Sutherland's going to be hitting against Lark and Collis. There's an overpass. Oh, Miller's got to call her off. Got to talk. And there's another line shot from McCoy, but very frustrating with Musselman. And even though they score the point there, that's something that, you know, this late in the season you don't expect to see. Some miscommunication, a poor contact with an overpass. This is trouble, and there it is. And this is where that little bit of rust maybe with Kylie Annie's not getting all the reps. That pass to the left side. She's coming from the 1 base, so she's coming from far right.
6
oh my,
in a row.
What a super aggressive serve. And this is going to be a free ball. Hands are up. Dunnigan makes the dig, and this is quick.
McCoy.
Yeah. Well, it's a pace set. That's a pace set. Beats the block. Sutherland can't get there when you run those short sets to the outside. We'd call that a shoot.
It's now a 1-point deficit.
Yeah, Hutzler's been super aggressive at the end line. Man,
and
that's it. That ends the run.
21-19.
Is there any question what she was doing? Was she serving the setter's base? Ryder, the junior, comes in. Ryder's played very well. I've been very impressed with her all season. She does double duty, JV and varsity. It's a big serve. She comes out very aggressive at the 1. Perfect pass.
Off a block was Collis.
Yeah, Collis goes aggressive right at Sutherland.
Sutherland comes back.
You can do whatever you want with this.
McCoy blocked again. We'll set up
Lark's got to go angle.
Blocked again.
Don't know if it went.
We'll say it did.
They're calling touch.
Bishop off block.
Got to have some help. Here comes McCoy real high off block. Oh no!
Dunnigan with a huge dig. And here comes McCoy again.
That's touch. Definitely touch. Perfect pass.
And the
oh my goodness.
Soft touch. McCoy. Sutherland tried to dump it back over, and they were ready for it. McCoy sends it right back.
Both teams have 1 timeout remaining.
21-20.
And that substitute comes at a good time, gives everybody a chance to grab a quick breath. Shelton missed her last serve. My goodness, imagine this situation for this kid. She comes in down 1, the left-hander after her previous missed serve. And
she misses another
again,
one.
2 in a row. She's got to shake it off when the pressure counts. Got to develop some amnesia.
22-20, Hedgesville. Jayana Ware.
Oh, Ware had a big run earlier.
They'll go to Chrisman.
Oh, and
a tough play, a dump over
Lark
by
saves it.
Sutherland.
This is trouble.
Overpass,
Yeah.
And just
it's an overpass.
alley-oop finish by Sutherland. Makes it 23-20. So here's the tough spot. 2 points to go for Hedgesville, and Musselman's down by 1.
Coach March does have another timeout left, but that's okay. Let him play.
Ware clips the net, and it falls over on the Musselman side. It's an ace. It's 24-20.
And there's the timeout for Musselman.
Well, let's go ahead and keep it here through this timeout. All right, set you up. Make sure we know the situation here. It's set point for Hedgesville. They're up by 4. So we'll take a big comeback from Musselman to get back in this one and win this set. And if Hedgesville wins this set, they clinch the 1 seed in the section, meaning home court next week, even if they play Musselman again.
Well, would you put your players into this situation now where all of a sudden it's a little bit of a role reversal where, you know, mentally are you developing something where, you know, Musselman all of a sudden, some of its younger players see Hedgesville as a team that can't be beat. Doesn't mean that they can. It's just it becomes a mental obstacle. And that ball has got to be out.
Lark off block, gets the kill.
And Kylie Ann East early in the season made those plays off block. She's just a little bit late there. And now Dunnigan, your all-star senior, all-time dig leader. Now she's back and a chance, but she's got to serve 5 in a row.
East. Bishop lines it.
That's the set.
That's the set. That's the 1 seed. 25-21. Hedgesville takes it, and they'll have home court advantage next week throughout the sectional playoffs. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, it'll be set 3, tied 1 set apiece between Musselman and Hedgesville. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Run Malachi Brown. He's got a huge hole. Brown into the secondary. Brown across midfield. Malachi Brown on the first play of the second half gets 6.
Join us on Saturday, October 28th as Shepherd heads to Bloomsburg for a matchup with the Huskies. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. with pregame coverage beginning at 1:30 right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
I'm Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, your local Medicare and life insurance agency. We are here to help you navigate the Medicare maze. We represent all of the major carriers, and you do not pay any more to go through us than if you go directly through a carrier. But if you go through us, you have a local professional to help you with all your Medicare needs, not a voice that could be in some other part of the world. Bodwell Insurance Solutions, your local Medicare agency, BodwellInsuranceSolutions.com or 304-283-0864.
Second set goes to Hedgesville. We're tied 1 set apiece. That means Hedgesville's your 1 seed in the section next week. But Jim, it was well fought. And Musselman had a big comeback, but Hedgesville finished the deal when they needed to.
I'm not as much concerned as home versus away. We've seen Musselman win everywhere as much as I am. At what point do players begin to develop the mental obstacle, as in they are our Achilles heel? Musselman has traveled all across the East Coast, played against outstanding opponents, and now all of a sudden, even with an injury-plagued Hedgesville roster, you've got all of a sudden a team that seemingly you just can't find a way to beat. I think the young players on Musselman's team need to get beyond that. They've got to experience this match win just to see, to get that feeling.
Sweet Caroline rang out throughout the gym during the in-between sets there to predictable results.
Likes the Neil Diamond.
Chloe Hudson there. And a big swing by McCoy. Stays up. And Alice blocked at the net herself. They'll go back to McCoy. Blocked again. And it's the roof. Jayana Ware and Chloe Hudson make the stop.
And I actually thought Musselman might have an advantage there because they did go to Alice twice on the backside, and yet the offense just isn't sharp enough.
And there's another kill.
Fox with a kill. But I mean, that's what it feels like the situation has been a lot, that Alice, Collis, Avery, Lark, Fox, they've been functional but not terminating, and then you rely on Chrisman and McCoy to do so much.
The watcher sets up McCoy. Big time spike. And the kill from Ada McCoy. Ashley Fox. Another serve. That one at Lathwell. Handled. Where? That's a tough play. Musselman able to keep it up and long enough to get a free ball across. And Watcher and Miller let it go, but that was clearly in.
Yeah, and I just don't understand the lack of aggression. Miller really, I think, should be moving towards the ball from the middle back position. You really don't want your setter to play the first contact on defense unless it's at her base. You certainly don't want her chasing a ball into the deep corner.
McCoy off block.
And Lathwell sold out. It just clips the net just enough to redirect beyond. Great effort, though, by the Hedgesville outside.
3-2. Musselman goes back up. Hutzler lines this one. McCoy, big swing, and another kill.
And again, McCoy's working line now. I think she's doing exactly what she needs to do. It starts with that good first pass, being able to run your full complement of offense. If you can run the full complement of offense, get Hedgesville out of system, or in these cases, in some of these cases, it's terminating play. Hustler right at Lathwell. Sutherland way off the net. I mean, she's way off the net. It's a high set. Very difficult to time.
That's going to make it 5-2 Musselman.
And we've seen Sutherland be very effective at the net on some of those quicks and shorts. So this is something very different.
East sets up Lathwell.
Where?
Diving for it. They blow it dead and they give the point.
Lark is called on the net violation. 24 is the signal by the down official.
Yep, so that point goes to Hedgesville, makes it 5-3. Brianna Ryder.
Hedgesville is just playing very, very good defense. Man, that's good offense with that serve.
Boy, doesn't go. Just seems like McCoy just...
Well, you're asking a lot. I mean, you're asking a ton. You're asking a lot from Chrisman and McCoy when you're setting the ball 70% of the time outside. And we don't have that statistically. But, you know, if we had one... Yeah, you have one more producer who was counting where, you know, each of these plays are being moved. My goodness, I would be willing to bet you that more than a majority, more than 66% of the plays, you know, the attacks are going to two players on Musselman's offensive side.
6-4.
Yeah, Musselman has the lead. We're talking about it like they're down and out. They're tied one apiece, and now Shelton has missed 3 consecutive service opportunities. She's very upset. She needs to shake it off, develop some amnesia. She's serving very aggressive.
6-5 now. Avery
Come on, it's outside the antenna. Yeah.
Too much on it. Couldn't get it inside the line.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that it might not help Sheldon to maybe skip one rotation across the back row. Just get it out of her mind.
6-6. That's our score now.
And
Sutherland, big swing.
Dude, this is, oh my, if Lark's in transition off the net, she could have got a swing there.
It'll have to be a hit from the back row by Dunnigan. Bishop, and she sends a free ball.
Perfect pass. She can go wherever she wants.
Off the tape and in for Keely Chrisman.
Yeah, and we used to run a decoy play like that where the middle would come quick. So just if you really sell it, then that freezes the middle blocker just long enough to be able to slide the ball to the outside. So Collis comes quick. And a service error back-to-back. My goodness.
That's how it went.
Yeah, these are the uncharacteristic mistakes from a Musselman team. Very correctable errors. Hedgeville's just playing very well.
We're tied at 7 apiece.
Perfect pass. Got to use it.
Anthony Fox, that one goes out. No touch on that one. Point goes to Hedgesville. It's 8-7.
That's what I'm saying. Getting offense from those other 4 front row players, Collis, Alice, Fox, Lark. That's what you need to see right now.
Set up. Chrisman.
Yeah, and Hudson's late. Hudson's way late. Fox fakes the one. She's coming in. Hard sell on the quick.
So that was a block out. The point goes to Musselman. Tied at 8. Bishop, first contact goes way back towards the back wall of the gym.
Oh, that's too low. Can't hit that. Ball's below the net.
Chrisman had to push it over.
Oh, that's out. Got to be out.
Yep. Right on at 9-8. Musselman back up in front.
Coach Whitford imploring for a pass right here.
Ryder, Sykes, Bishop. Goes over.
Got to reach.
Chrisman, a diving dig by Sykes.
It's a down ball. Oh, and Smith with the miss hit.
A down ball error by Smith puts Musselman up by 2. And again, Hedgesville, impressive without Gracie Brown. Still down 10-8 in this set, though. And Watcher sends it into the net to make it 10-9. Here's Cedars serving again, but that'll be her only serve as it goes in the net.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out for who wants to do what.
It's 11-9.
Want to be aggressive. You don't want to give the other team a free swing, but at the same point in time, my goodness, it's a chance to separate. This is trouble. Yeah.
12-9 now. And this one's going to fall 13-9.
Yeah, we're right in that area of the set where Musselman can draw one more. You might get Hedgesville to burn an early timeout, which means you have that advantage going into the second, third. Wow.
The roof by Ada McCoy, and it's a big, big run now. 14-9 Applemen.
You think Hedgesville doesn't want to win this match outright, regardless of what sectional seeding or anything like that? The way that they're all working hard.
That one's out. The run ends there.
Coach Whitford calls. Smith with the service. She's been serving a lot of deep serves.
Swing by Fox. Now Ware sends that one over. It's an overpass. Goes back.
Well, where's it going to go? Back to Ware again, and it's out.
It sure was. 15-10.
Fox needs to do a couple here for Musselman to extend. Lathwell gets, oh my goodness, she gets a kill off block.
Makes it 15-11.
Collis and Alice, that's a freshman and sophomore combo over there against the sophomore. Talk about the future of EPAC volleyball. Going to be exciting for a while.
Go to McCoy again. She's blocked again. And this time it's a tough play.
And the hands were questionable.
15-12.
Yeah, the hands were definitely questionable. Alice has got to be prepared, and that's the problem when you're setting the ball 67% of the time away, that players get flat. And there the hand is called.
So it's another one up on the board, 3 in a row for the Eagles. After Musselman started to pull out in front.
And I thought that was a good call by R1.
East sends that one at McCoy.
Oh, now trouble in serve receives. Got to be some kind of a roll. Still very aggressive by McCoy.
A soft touch by Lathwell. Overpass. And Parker Sutherland takes advantage. 4th straight point for Hedgesville, makes it 15-14.
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow. Collis in the middle. one point. Musselman needs to forget about it, make a play and serve receive. This is way high. And she blocked. She goes angle at Sutherland, and all of a sudden we're tied back up.
5 in a row. You can just feel the energy from the Hedgesville side.
Yeah, there's just no energy for, you're for Musselman, and you're relying an awful lot on Ada. And the Mangler has all the ability in the world. You just, boy, oh boy. And they could have called hands there, I think.
East, Lathwell. They're going back to McCoy. She gets it over the block this time, but still up.
Off block. Dunnigan, see the ball. Everything's just getting passed way off the net. Kylie Ann East with the run through.
Where?
Got to do it someplace else. Maybe
There's
not.
The kill from
Maybe you
McCoy
don't.
Finally. Not sure there's anyone out there that'll understand this comparison, but the 2019 Shepherd Rams volleyball team felt very similar to this, where there was 2 outside hitters, Peyton Lindblad, Cambria Hill, were just setting them over and over and over again. And at a point, it just became unsustainable at some point, despite all the talent. And sometimes the Applemen, as another point for Hedgesville, feel like they're going through some of those stretches here.
Yeah, it's Lark over Collis. It's just very difficult. I mean, Sutherland is just she's taller. She's has a higher reach, and it just goes over the block. It starts with a good pass and then a good set.
16 apiece, and that serves in the net. So Musselman,
Yeah, and for all things being said,
Musselman's still out in front.
Shelton's missed her last 3 serves in a row. This is gutsy. And this is one of those times where you just got to root for the kid, you know what I mean? Like, not root for any team. Just want to see Shelton put the ball in play.
And she did.
Oh, my goodness, and Hedgesville has no quitting them whatsoever.
Lark has to send a deep free ball. I was almost about to say too deep, but it's in. Just barely, 18-16.
Got to chase the ball to the line. You put your foot on the line, you know if it's in or out, right?
Shelton lines this one in.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Smith.
That's more like the Shelton we know. And that's in.
And there's the Sutherland we know. Another kill for her. 18-17. Where? Way too much on that.
My goodness. Yeah, that was outside the pickleball court.
Puts Musselman back up by 2 points again. The senior libero, Ava Dunnigan. Sutherland off the tape. Nice dig by Hutzler. A backhanded stab at it by Lark, gets it across.
Amy Bishop with a tough angle.
Boy. Chrisman.
Lot of rolls. On a miss hit. And through it all, it's a miss hit for Sutherland that drops in right over the block.
She makes it work. 19-18. Sykes sends that one to Dunnigan.
Perfect pass, so you can do anything you want. It's
Off
off
block.
block. Yep. Yeah, it's just a step slow getting there. It's something she can fix.
20-18. Watcher checks in.
Real high pass, but right on the spot. I'm not sure if it ever went. Yeah, and the official agrees.
Sure did. 21-18 now. Musselman trying to recover from dropping set number 2. They got down big time in that set. Made a comeback, but not enough to win the set outright. Set this one up for Bishop off the block, and it falls. Another kill for the freshman, Emmy Bishop. 21-19.
Well, if there's ever an important time for a serve, this is it. Cedars needs the serve. Either team is called timeout.
McCoy.
That's a kill.
Back line comes up.
She was over the she was behind the 10 line.
22-19.
It was a back row attack, but she was behind the 10 line, so there's nothing wrong with that. And unless I missed her foot on over the line, as long as her foot was on or behind the line, she's okay.
And it makes it 22-19, using that 6-foot frame of hers to get some height on that one.
Perfect pass.
Fox
gets a kill. Well, you don't know how important that was just to keep Hedgesville's defense honest, and there's Hedgesville's first timeout.
That makes it 23-19. Musselman trying to get the second set of theirs out of 3 that we played so far. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
23-19 is our score after the timeout. Musselman 2 points away from taking their second set of the night. And make it 1. There's an ace for Allie Miller. Set point.
A lot of set points. Not only does Hedgesville need to side out, then they've got to serve 5 in a row. Oh,
just barely out.
See, 4 in a row is not enough, because at 4 in a row, you think it's 24 all, but on the side out, the point comes to Musselman, which is a set point. So you've got to serve 5 in a row before the side out.
And it's Alexis Smith that'll have to do it.
Perfect pass by Dunnigan.
McCoy.
Oh, and it's a single block, and that's your set.
25-20. Goes set 3, the way of the Applemen. And that makes it 2-1. We will take a minute break here in between sets. Get you ready for set number 4, where Musselman will try to close this one out. Hedgesville will try to keep this alive and go to set 5. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV10, featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Run Malachi Brown. He's got a huge hole. Brown into the secondary. Brown across midfield. Malachi Brown on the first play of the second half gets 6.
Join us on Saturday, October 28th, as Shepherd heads to Bloomsburg for a matchup with the Huskies. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. with pregame coverage beginning at 1:30 right here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The undefeated Martinsburg Bulldogs wrap up the regular season this Friday night as they take on the Hedgesville Eagles.
Yes, Fegan lined up in the pistol behind him. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Gets the snap, hands it off to Fegan. Fegan goes up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Martinsburg.
It's the Martinsburg Bulldogs visiting the Hedgesville Eagles. Pre-game coverage starts at 6 p.m. with kickoff set for 7, right here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to Musselman High School here. 2-1 is now the lead for the Musselman Applemen. Hedgesville, with their 1-set victory tonight, has clinched themselves a number 1 seed in the section for next week's sectional playoffs. But now, once you got past that, it's a matter of who wins the match. Hedgesville swept the last match between these two teams, obviously, as we've been mentioning. They're at Hedgesville High School, but tonight, Musselman getting their advantage back, and that one was tightly contested pretty much the entire way until the very end when Musselman started to pull away, and they got the 25-20 win in set number 3. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Jim, one more set and the Applemen can take this one.
Yeah, and I think that this match, regardless of seedings and all those different types of things, because really, ultimately, they don't matter. As a matter of fact, last year, Musselman beat Hedgesville at Hedgesville 3-1. What I think that you're playing for at this point is it's confidence. It's confidence in the younger athletes. We've talked about getting offensive performance from Alice, Collis, Lark, and Fox, building some confidence in them, running their full offense. And then for Hedgesville, it's just another peg in the adversity chain, dealing with another player down, next person up.
The first point of the set went to Musselman. The second point right there will go to Hedgesville.
Actually, both points went to Hedgesville.
Or, excuse me. Yes.
It's all right. No, it's okay. Musselman serve, side out, and then a kill for Ware. And this is exactly what Hedgesville needs to do to answer. It's getting Musselman on their heels, not giving them a chance to run their offense, although their offense right now is running mainly through McCoy and Chrisman.
So 2-0 Hedgesville here in the set.
And that's what you needed, and it doesn't matter that she missed. I mean, obviously you'd like for her to have a big kill up the line, but it was a big swing. She has that ability, and she had been tentative earlier in the set. I'd like to see Alice shake that off and find the line with the next one. She needs to execute.
At 3-0, Alexis Smith's serve goes out.
Now here comes Collis. Now you got a small front row, young front row. McCoy's a junior. You got Allison Collis. But you look at the size of the front row for Hedgesville. This is still an advantage to Musselman if they can get some offense.
The serve from Fox. Hedgesville was able to get it over. They're good. Back to McCoy.
It's a mishit. The set was not pushed tight enough. And then Ware's going to get a kill. My goodness.
Way up in
Nope, actually not. I'm sorry. Oh, my.
Miss hit from Fox, though. She's at least able to laugh it off because that ball bounced around up in the rafters. Somehow Allie Miller was able to judge where it was coming down and get the contact on it.
Yeah, if the ball didn't hit the rafter, it would have bounced about 3/4 up the gym wall, I think. So actually hitting the rafter may have saved the point for Musselman, or at least prolonged it before the inevitable.
McCoy blocked, but it falls on the Hedgesville side. She beats the block, makes it 4-2. Or excuse me.
And Hutzler had a great run in set 3.
Hutzler.
And this has got to be a free ball. Oh, it's tight. Hutzler goes and gets it, though.
McCoy sails that one. Rare mishit from Ada McCoy. Makes it 5-2 Hedgesville. Ryder sends that serve at Allie Miller. Miller will get the hit from the back line. It clips the tape, hits off of Emmy Bishop. And that's a back row kill for Allie Miller. 5-3. Now it's Ada McCoy serving. Lines that one at Bishop. Bishop goes back off block.
And then Collis gets pinned off the net, so she can't get back into a swing type situation, and almost looks like a triple block at the front row on Sutherland, and she just tips through it.
Makes it 6-3. Ware at Dunnigan. It's be tough play for Musselman. Takes a running.
Oh, it's an overpass. Lark wants it.
She got it. This will be a tough play.
Oh, and I don't know if that was in.
I don't think it was. Dunnigan went after it. And it ends up a kill for Sutherland. And that's an early timeout. Don't see that a lot from Sean Martz. It's at 7-3. We'll take it with them. 30-second break. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Ollie's VIP North Side is the best spot to catch all your favorite teams. Join us Monday for Dollar Wings and Monday Night Football. Thursdays on the patio for the Cornhole Tourney. Friday night lights with happy hour specials, or Saturdays during or after the college games for steak night. Get a ribeye or New York steak for just $26.95. Ollie's has great food and drink menus too, along with 17 TVs to watch any game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP North Side. We'll see you for the game.
7-3, our score after the timeout. Jayana Ware continues to serve. And Avery Lark mishit there. Makes it 8-3. Now up by 5, Hedgesville is. Push this one over to Chrisman. Chrisman again.
It's tight.
They're blocked. Joust at the net for it, and in the end it falls in front of Hedgesville. So it's 8-4 now.
This is the serve receive that the Hedgesville sometimes seems to be vulnerable.
Dunnigan.
Oh, and Amy Bishop with a decent contact. Get some offense out of that.
Chrisman.
Sets way off the net, and it's a tough angle.
It was out. No contact. Hedgesville leads 9-4. Hedgesville's trying to force set number 5. We'll go to Chrisman, blocked and sent right back. It's a roof for Hedgesville, 10-4. Another serve from Addison Sykes.
Oh, that's an ace.
Yep. The
serve receive
error from McCoy makes it 11-4. And we saw Musselman make a big comeback in set 2. Down 20-12 at one point. Come back and tie it up. But Hedgesville did end up taking that set.
Musselman just plays very good defense. These balls that touch the tape and off block, just feels like they just bring everything up. See, off block, touch. And look, they're still getting some kind of offense out of it. Offense out of defense.
The tool, the kill for Bishop on the other side makes it 12-4.
Yeah, it's the most frustrating way to struggle when you're sending your best attacks out of defense and touches turn into offense. I mean, that's a crazy play, but a great play by Hedgesville. And again, another serve-receive problem.
Coy with the roll. Bishop finds it. It's another kill.
And kill up the line.
13-4.
Last time out for Musselman. They're out of timeouts now. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let's take the break with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams. Run Malachi Brown. He's got a huge hole. Brown into the secondary. Brown across midfield. Malachi Brown on the first play of the second half gets 6. Join us on Saturday, October 28th as Shepherd heads to Bloomsburg for a matchup with the Huskies. Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. with pregame coverage beginning at 1:30 right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hedgesville's on a huge run here in set number 4. It's 13-4 as they look to force a 5th and decisive set.
Yeah, and Sykes goes right at the senior.
And Musselman's just all out of sorts in this set. You could look at, coming into this match, seeing that Gracie Brown was going to be out, make you think, well, if Musselman wins this match, Hedgesville can go back and say, well, we didn't have Gracie Brown, and you don't want to have excuses. But then there's the other side of it. If, as we get a point on a lift for Musselman, there's the other side of it that if you let Hedgesville come back, take this set, and then it's only a 15-point set in set number 5, Hedgesville wins this match without Gracie Brown. It takes a whole nother different sort of storyline, narrative, whatever you want to put to it, as Musselman does get an ace there. It gives Hedgesville a lot of confidence for what they can do. 14-6.
Oh,
pushing
my.
This one. Emmy Bishop. McCoy from the back line gets that one to fall in. A back row attack.
Yeah, that watcher set push to the outside looked to me like prolonged contact. I would have been appealing that, just making my case as the bench coach.
Musselman's gotten 3 in a row, or 4 in a row. Bishop, off block.
Oh, it's low.
Chrisman.
And she gets there.
So that's 4 in a row.
Yeah, Chrisman was a little bit later, a little bit low on the tight set, the tight pass, resulted in the set being a little bit lower than Chrisman was expecting. She got there, contorted, found the spot. Good serve up the line on the 5, but it was a great pass. And beats the block. Bishop, the freshman, beats the block.
It's now 15-8 Hedgesville. See Lathwell check back in. Bishop and Ryder check out. Delaney Cedars also in to serve. McCoy for Watcher.
Slow.
Chrisman.
She beats her on the line side of the block. I like that.
It's a dump that works out for Kendall Watcher.
Yeah, not my favorite play. You get that occurs successfully once, maybe a match. So that's she probably used her one-time pass there. Not going to be able to go back to that set or dump. I don't think that a good defensive team like Hedgesville will let that happen again.
Miller.
Gets one off the net. Yeah, and Lathwell had committed to it, just trying to dig that ball from her knees. Good effort.
As we mentioned, Musselman had a big comeback in set number 2 that Hedgesville ended up recovering from in the end, but the entire lead that they had, that 8-point lead, did get erased. It's a 9-point one that Musselman's trying to come back from this time around. It's 15-11 now. They've cut it in half.
Yeah, Miller with unusual service style. She takes that almost running skip. Coach Whitford uses a timeout, her first.
15-12. Musselman clawing back in the fourth set. Let's take the 30-second break. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We're the Skinner brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
15-12 now after the Hedgesville timeout. Hedgesville opened up on an absolute heater. Now, granted, some mistakes of self-inflicted by Musselman, but now things are swinging back the other way.
This is all kinds of trouble. And the
right there.
bump set outside is just got way away from Sykes.
Just like that, 15-13 now.
Miller's just moving all around.
Just out. Lathwell lets it go. So back up to a 3-point difference.
Yeah, but Musselman's back in this now. Hedgesville could let this match slip away from them if they're not careful. This is going to be a real important service for Smith.
They'll go to McCoy. They give the point to Musselman. Chloe Hudson didn't like the call.
She thought the ball hit the antenna on the way through. I didn't see anyone else react to that other than Hudson.
16-14.
Yeah, my eyes moved immediately to the lines person, and I didn't see any reaction.
Yep. Ashley Fox.
That's actually a good pass by Lathwell. She's going to be back with the roll. Very good serve.
Alice.
There you go. Oh, and this is tight.
And that's a roof.
And actually, it looked like Ware was way under the net.
Works out anyway.
But the roof follows through.
16-15, a 1-point lead. It's all but evaporated for Hedgesville.
Real important for Fox to put this in play. She does. That's an ace. Yeah.
Lathwell thought it would be out down the line.
Yeah, she got it. You got to know where you are. Got to know where you are. That's okay. Shake it off now. Get the next one. But it's tie game. Tie game.
All.
Tie game. Tie game.
Another huge comeback by Musselman. But, like we said, in the end, Hedgesville came back and won that set after the big lead evaporated. This one's out, 17-16 Hedgesville. Can Musselman finish the job this time after clawing back in from down 8 points or more? They'll go left side for Alice, and it's a huge
Yeah, and see, she has that ability. I think, and this is where those freshmen and sophomores, in this case sophomore, playing for Musselman, they've got to believe. You know what I mean? They've got to believe that they have the ability to do it. We know they have the ability to do it. But for some of these kids, this is the first giant match, bigger matches, it's not like they're playing against a great team in Myrtle Beach. They're playing against a great team right here in their own backyard, in front of their family and friends.
Tied at 17 apiece. Hutzler from McCoy takes something off of that. Looked like it might have got the pancake at first from Kylie Anise, but it doesn't matter. 18-17.
Pancake being the terminology in which the hand is placed between the ball and the floor. And Coach Whitford laughing because she believed you as well as did I. I thought that the ball hit her in the fist.
Sutherland dumps that one over. McCoy.
She goes deep one. So just like that, Musselman is up 19-17. Coach Whitford does have one timeout remaining. Keep in mind, Coach Martz used both of his timeouts early. The last one being at 13-4, where they were down by 9. Oh my, that is
out. So it had been a 13-4 run since that timeout. before that. Now that make it a 13-5 difference since then.
And again, it's the risk versus reward. At what point in time do you serve so hard that you're risking, a service error versus, continuing to build on your lead?
Ryder just barely over the net on that one. They'll go to McCoy. Blocked.
Beats Ware. It's all right into Ware. McCoy is going hard line. Ware either needs to set the block wider, which puts more pressure on Sutherland to get there. Musselman also brought the middle hard and fast, trying to decoy Sutherland. She didn't buy it. But I tell you what, if they would have gone middle there would have been no block in the center. McCoy with a great serve. There's a shoot. Oh, you don't have to sell out. Hutzler waits one more half second to play the ball. She brings it back up. Instead, she sells out, throws her arm, and actually moves the ball away from the net. She waits. The ball actually comes straight up.
That makes it 20-19. Hedgesville serving down one. And just barely over the net. And the serve receive from Chrisman.
And this is where blowing those two timeouts early. I'm definitely not questioning Coach March, because maybe they're not in this situation at 20-all if you don't use those two timeouts. But unfortunately now, there's nothing to take the momentum away. Oh, and was that serve out? Oh, this is real tight. Chrisman versus Sutherland, senior versus sophomore.
Dunnigan digs it.
Chrisman gets another shot to go for it. Off block, right off the fingertips of Sutherland. Okay, and this has got to be used by Musselman.
Pushed it.
Tip. And then Bishop comes back with another roll. Both teams.
They'll go the other side. Avery Lark comes through.
Yeah, and I've been saying this the entire match through 4 sets. People at home are tired of listening to me say this, but Fox, Lark, Collis, Alice for Musselman have got to contribute offense. Lark did. Hedgesville, however, I feel has had a much more balanced offensive attack. They don't show any signs of hesitation with setting anyone across the front row.
It's a tough first contact from Bishop on the serve.
Oh, my, it's touched.
So it was Parker Sutherland once again.
And Sutherland was way off the net. That was an outstanding swing by her.
21-21. Sutherland comes out. Emmy Bishop comes in. See if
Sykes is back to serve for Hedgesville.
See if Musselman can take advantage of Sutherland not being up in the front line. Fox, soft touch.
That's 3.
So it's Chrisman off block.
It's going to be outside. Bishop's going to have some. Oh, my. Bishop goes real aggressive. I didn't expect that, and I'm not sure Musselman's block did either. Thought maybe that Bishop might be coming with a little bit of a roll. The ball was set actually from behind her, and Hedgesville now has the lead with a timeout remaining here at the end of set 4.
22-21.
Low. Oh, my goodness, and that's trouble.
Bishop's going to send it again. They'll go to Chrisman. Line.
Triangle. I thought it was touched. Yeah.
Yep, they'll say the lines judge calls the touch.
There's a touch.
Both lines judges are calling it a touch. And it took a minute for R1 and R2 to get on the same page as them. You had the Musselman bench screaming and pointing at the line judge on their side after the judge on the side nearest the play also called the touch, but he kind of hesitated.
Yeah.
Both line judges agree.
All right, point Musselman. Serving at 22-22.
So the up official will say
Hedgesville uses its last time out at 22-all. And this actually doesn't play to Musselman's favor because Musselman, the timeout has been elongated as a result of the, obviously it favors Musselman from the fact that otherwise it was a point Hedgesville.
Yeah.
But now the length of time for the timeout has actually been doubled, which means that putting the serve in play becomes very, very difficult.
And Musselman breaks out of their huddle very quick.
Yeah, and Watcher's a senior, so these are the type of pressure situations she's been in throughout her entire career at Musselman. She's been in similar situations. She should be prepared for this. Putting the first ball in play is tremendously important, and you're one rotation away from having the Mangler back in the front row. One rotation away. You want to take advantage of this, score as many points as you can right here with Watcher on serve, and this is an out-of-system play. Going to be a roll.
What can Musselman do with it? Watcher sets for Alice on the left side.
It's a pretty good swing. A back set to Eve Jennings, and it's in.
Down the line.
Yeah.
Yep.
The lone senior for Hedgesville gives Hedgesville a 23-22 lead, and that's what I'm talking about. It seemed like Hedgesville has no fear of setting anyone across the front row. The senior, not the most overwhelmingly intimidating offhand hitter that you would expect, and yet there's a back set, and Jennings beats the block up the line.
She doesn't get a lot of those opportunities.
Right.
Delaney Cedars will send that one at Chrisman. And they'll go back to Chrisman.
Over the block. This is trouble.
It's a free ball.
Completely out of system here.
In the middle, it's blocked.
You just can't give tips like this. But Musselman handles the defense.
And now Chrisman this time gets the kill.
And now you got McCoy in the front row. And McCoy did not do a whole lot in that back row rotation. You know what I mean? Across the back row, she should be well rested. And not that she needs conditioning or whatever, but she should be in good shape here coming into the front row at the perfect time. Like if you need to go 2 or 3 or 4 times in a row, this is probably the right time to do that. And it's a smaller front row for Hedgesville right now. Grace Lathwell, because oh my goodness, a dominating block. And all of a sudden, just like that, after Musselman called timeouts down 7-3 and down 13-4, we're facing a match point for Musselman.
Huge comeback. Hallie Miller lines it at Alexis Smith.
It's going to be a free ball. And this is going to, if you don't realize it's going to McCoy, and it's not. Oh my goodness, and Alice with the big swing. Musselman's out of system, another free ball.
Let's see if they go to
Donovan,
McCoy this time.
perfect pass by Donovan.
Blocked way up in the air. They have another chance at it. They'll go to Alice again. Blocked again.
Another dig.
They'll go to Alice again.
And she hits the antenna. Shake it off. Got to shake it off. 24 all. The passes were dictating, to some extent, where the ball goes. And Fox got pinned at the net. Couldn't get off the net in transition. Smith now back to serve.
Have to win the set by 2 now. 24 all. They'll go to McCoy. Blocked. She gets it over, but out. Just tried to keep it alive.
And all of a sudden, it's a set point for Hedgesville. From a match point to Musselman to a set point for Hedgesville.
That's how quick it can turn.
You had the joys of rally scoring.
Smith at Dunnigan. Watcher. They'll go back to McCoy. Block. Beats the block.
Back to tied.
25 all.
What if ESPN will do a 30 for 30 classic on this?
They could.
They could. The Musselman Hedgesville saga.
And we're only at set 4.
Only at set 4.
We could get a 5th set of this.
But it's 25 points.
Fox.
And it looks like it could be an ace.
And it is.
Another match point. Hedgesville with another match point. And Fox, who leads the Musselman squad in aces, she's high risk, high reward. Can she put this serve in play?
This gym is ready to explode.
And that's it. That's the match.
(27-25) goes set number 4, and it's a 3-1 victory for the Musselman Applemen.
Yeah, that was one for the ages. You felt like at any time Hedgesville could pull this match out. Musselman, however, played, I think, just a little bit better when it counted. I especially like the fact that Musselman, as they moved deeper into the 3rd and 4th set, they were more willing to give Alice swings, to give, to work Collis, Lark, Fox into the offense to try and break things up. I felt like in sets 1 and 2, Musselman really relied heavily on McCoy and Chrisman. Sets 3 and 4, I thought the ball got spread out a little bit more, and ultimately, Musselman prevailed. I think that exactly what Coach Mark said is one of his keys. They needed to serve better. They needed to score more points from the end line, and I think that they did that. That put Hedgesville out of system more often, and then Musselman was able to pull this out.
So that'll do it here from the gym at Musselman High School. Again, if you find it significant, the one-set victory that Hedgesville did get tonight did secure them the number 1 seed in the sectionals. So next week, which will be our next broadcast, again, we had Millbrook Musselman on the schedule for Thursday this week. That match ended up being canceled at some point, and there's not another match in the area for volleyball. So that our next volleyball broadcast will be next week for sectionals. That's a schedule that will have to get sorted out. But now that Hedgesville is number 1 seed, I believe we would know that Hedgesville should play Spring Mills, Musselman should play Martinsburg. We believe that those matches will take place on Tuesday, and then you'll get a sectional championship on Thursday. But we'll have to wait and see for the confirmation on that. Until then, for Nick Verzolini back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin behind the camera, Jim Klein on the color analysis tonight, I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long and good night from Musselman High School. It's a 3-1 victory for the defending state champions, the Musselman Applemen. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV 10 for all